Pachow. All right. Huh. And we're back for episode 3 of The Voyages of the Dark Sky and her fateful crew. Again, my name's Q, the Space Master, Game Master here. We have, again, starting over on the right-hand side here, we have Andre with Wadon, Lee with Santo, there's Steve with Shiro, and Sue with On, and I just realized that I actually didn't change that overlay, as I should have. So it still says long. All the other ones are right, though. So, to prove that, we'll cut over to that one right there, because I've got a new overlay that I finished up over our nice week-long hiatus that shows all the beautiful stats of everybody. I know, look how cool I am. And it has the right name for her, but I'm going to go back to the big one, because big pictures are better. So, we're going to pick up in the game here to discuss, make sure everyone gets their goals set up before we roll. So if you guys have any goals that you do want to set up, get that going now. I think, Santo, or Lee, you were talking about setting some of yours up, right?
Yeah, I was thinking, considering the potential nature of this session, not blowing up everyone might be a good one.
Okay. Is there like if it's like something that might be palpable that people might be blown to smithereens, like that would definitely be the trigger for that
right?
goal. So I'm like, yeah, because if it's like there's no chance of people getting blown up, then
Right. Well, that's the thing, though, right? Is that we were like, yeah, salvage mission, get the frameshift drive, and then I was sitting there thinking, I was like,
yeah, okay.
Wait, hold up. Wait. That might actually be very dangerous.
Yeah, totally. It might be. You never know.
So that's also what Santo's been doing on this trip before, is he's been like, how are frameshift drives installed? Yeah. Has anyone ever uninstalled and reinstalled one?
Yeah. Yeah, people have. It's just
outside of dry dock, right?
Outside of dry dock, it's probably a little bit more rare, but yeah. We'll go into
probably
that
a little bit more redneck outside of dry dock.
A little bit more jerry rigging going on, which good thing you got a professional.
I'm great at that.
Yeah,
I'm great at that.
So let's see. Steve's getting his cans. Okay, yeah, I'll be right back though. So where is it that we left off? I know we were heading to Lunamoth Station. I know we were getting bombarded, or you guys were getting bombarded with the incoming radio holodeck transmissions from the system, from the station itself, basically just informing you that here's all the stuff we have here. Come visit us. Look at all the things. It's fantastic. It's pretty.
Didn't they also have a mascot?
Yeah, Mothy. Or Luna.
I'd like to mention that we do not have a holodeck. All right, those things are a liability.
Yeah.
So what do you guys have? You have just like screens that just like superimpose everything?
No, it's text-based. It's text-based only. Minimal danger. Yeah.
Well, I think most of the time, like how the spaceship works, like you have like the panels up across that like show what you're flying towards for the most part. But when you're in space, everything that you're doing is more. Even when you're flying in atmosphere, everything you're doing, it's more based on like atmospheric reads and the sensors of the ship exactly. So I think like it's one of the screens. It's up ahead, like up in the front, that display like one of the display screens. It just like goes and it displays like those images, like all the pop-ups.
Well, like if I can bring in a reference for everyone's sake, like the way I kind of envision it is like you guys are seeing The Expanse, yeah. So they have like their little control yoke thing, which looks like an iPad, like in front of them. It has all their pertinent controls and whatnot on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys haven't seen that?
Yeah, I would basically have like a mobile version of that.
Talking about. Okay. So there's that. So yeah, you guys were basically, getting all the chatter. essentially, is what it was. Of stop at this place. This place is the best food. Don't go to these guys.
I start applying filters rapidly.
Okay, yeah.
The ad block.
That's all there is in space now. Because in space, all you hear are ads. And so you're putting some of the blockers up. So you're taking away like maybe 25% of like the actual junk ones.
I also want to like make sure that we don't just stop at the tourist port.
Yeah.
I want us to go a little bit deeper to where actual people who live here.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get the real shit.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
You want to buy some death sticks? I don't.
There's a picture for reference, kind of like what I envision what's going on.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much like that. So, yeah, that you probably have those like around your actual control panel. Here, let me.
You can't really see him too well in this picture, but you can see like a little swing arm in front of him, and it's got like a little iPad type device in front of him.
Let me kind of show everybody else on the stream here, just for their own sake. So yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. So you have the screens that are there. That's kind of like right around the console, and then even up on the front of the ship, like where the view windows would be for the outside. I imagine that has that same technology up along that front edge as well, that you can see out into space and get like the visuals on things without actually getting the visual. It's just utilizing the cameras that are outside to do that, and you can like turn some of them on and off to display the same information that's there. So,
false window.
Exactly.
Glass is a liability.
It is,
and it gets dirty.
Especially on a spaceship. There's space dust and rocks, small people.
It's also particles flying around at extremely high speed that we just don't perceive.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you're looking for not so much a touristy one. Okay, so you start looking for that, and the whole station itself it's a tourist destination. It's a tourist trap. There's not really like, once you get in, there's like I guess we'll find this one out. But yeah, there's, trying to find a dock that isn't devoted to tourists. That's, I don't want to say nigh on impossible, but it's pretty difficult. Like there might be like one dock that looks shittier than the other ones that more tourist vessels aren't like docked up onto. But every point of entry is going to be a tourist area.
So, okay. Yeah, we just need to... This is an on-foot job, trying to find...
This is the station that had a tourism business by shipping people to see the natives, right?
Savages. This is where they have docking systems. They have like little shuttles that can travel at the first jump, that can make small jumps. They go to the two other planets where we know people live in this system, which is Amazia and Biscay, and they do like it's the tour of, see, look, this is how people used to live thousands of years ago, before the advance of technology. Look, they're using fossil fuels here and steam power. Look, these people don't even have weapons made of metal or plastics. They're using wood and stone. It's that sort of thing. It's, depending on which trip you go on, it kind of, varies about which experience you get out of it. If you want to go on one of those trips, it's up to you.
No, it doesn't really seem like Zero Speed. It's very Brave New World.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that was a comparison we brought up last or 2 weeks ago. Wadon's into it, but he senses that maybe it's not something that everyone else is going to be, really enamored by.
Yeah.
Well, Shira will mention that, we have that salvage freighter, and we came here to get tools so we can go salvage this before someone else gets to it. That's kind of our livelihood. That's what we do. That's we're not here to go on vacation. We just started.
How many vacation days does Wadon get as a first-year ensign? Like 3 weeks, at least.
It's up to you guys.
Quarter.
However many days of vacation you can make while still making payments on the ship. And
Right.
Right on.
let me see. So it's under, I think, tools and exploration gear. Yeah, exploration gear is where that stuff's at, I believe. But yeah, anyway. So,
Sue's got an angle grinder, I think.
so yeah, Sue's got something going.
Doing some metal work.
Yeah, someone is doing some housework.
I see. Not a problem.
I can mute.
No, you're fine.
No, you're good, but it's all right. Okay. So you guys get in. You get contacted by Luna Moth Station. It's the voices that come across. They are English for sure because that's the language, the common spoken tongue in the area. But the contact individual you have has a slight Italian accent as you come in. And yes, hello, we see you there. Welcome to Luna Moth Station, home of the fantastic tours of Panope. Would you be staying? How long are you wishing to stay for, and and which tour would you like to be a part of? Would you like to do both? They're fantastic tours.
Refueling and shore leave.
Ah, wonderful.
6
yes.
hours.
Oh. It's usually say 6 hours. Instead of like, oh. Well, still, 6 hours is better than no time at all. At least you come here to spend your time and money. Please, enjoy yourself, and welcome to Luna Moth Station. And they give you the coordinates for one of the big, like, more popular docks to go into, because that's where, they figure it's like, okay, well, they got a little bit of time. They can at least do this one, because there's more stuff at this place. So it probably has, like, the second largest grouping of ships around it, but yeah, there's still quite a few ships there. There's probably like 5 other ships outside of yourself that are here. This is probably the largest collection of ships we'll see for a long time, actually. So, yeah. So you guys get down. We see the kind of locking in system of the airlock coming in, and we see the thing, and then you hear over your computer system, it's like, locking procedure finished.
Wadon's
just
happy he installed that voice package.
Yeah, it's very much like, we didn't change that yet.
Nope.
Yeah.
We haven't.
Damn it.
Sometimes I forget.
And it's one of those situations where, yeah, I was gonna say it's one of those things that, yeah, it's very much a thing where Shiro was like, he's told me every time, in every single to-do list that I need to change it, and I just haven't. I do everything else.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
All right. So let's
That's
see
cool.
here.
Most of everything.
So
Speaking
you
of which,
guys-
speak with you privately, please.
Spaceship travel.
I mean, sure, yeah.
So let's see here. So you guys we're just refueling, right?
That is my desire. Yeah, it takes us. It'll take us 6 hours to refuel, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It takes 6 hours to refuel.
That's enough to get whatever we need done and get out to the job and get paid.
Yep.
That's my my thinking.
100 credits per drive rating. Cost multiplied by 2, so it's 200 credits.
Okay.
Is what it's going to be there. So it takes 6 hours for you guys to do that.
So that's 50 per.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we split it up. The ship gets an equal share as to all the crew, so we can take it out of the ship funds, right?
The ship fund is for maintenance and emergencies. It's not for fuel.
Fuel doesn't count as maintenance.
No. It does
What about
not.
the rent? What about the rent payment?
About it.
Does that count as maintenance?
No. Maintenance counts as maintenance. God, we've been through this.
So maintenance would be the buying of the tools? I don't know.
Speaking of which, how did we hire a mechanic that doesn't have tools?
Look, I don't think I've explicitly told the story of how On and I met, and then how we got off of my home, my home system. But it was very quick. It was very fast.
It was not a well prepared thing.
There's a lot of space hitchhiking.
So is that something that Santo would go into here, or?
Well, yeah.
Well, I need to be very clear here, Santo. This is my ship, and as such, it is my life. I take it very seriously. So far, I am not impressed.
I mean, I think I've done pretty well for not having any tools.
Oh, you managed to put a bear back together?
I pull out the stuffed rabbit. There's a stuffed rabbit.
Yeah.
Well done, Santo. Well done.
Look, it's all due to your exceptional flying that I haven't had to fix anything yet. Okay.
So, what have you been making the adjustments with that I've sent you to make?
Well, and then I kind of just walk off.
Let me go. I'll prepare you a better answer.
Let me go buy some
Turn
tools.
on heel, exit. Yeah.
Let me go buy some tools, and then I'll be back with a better answer.
It's very much like a part of my laser pistol where the butt of it has been hitting something very hard.
Yeah.
Making do.
Yeah,
this is how I lived my life before. It's not. I get the job done.
Exactly.
So, before everyone leaves, I've got a little box with a slot in it for their credit sticks, for fuel. Just go ahead and slot that right in there. Take 50 off.
All right.
Yeah, so you got a little scanner or something that they put the dongle over.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Yep. All right. So everybody pays up 200. Pays up for the 200.
50.
Yeah, for the 50. Yeah. Fantastic. And so while you guys are heading down, I think the refueling crew, the guy that's actually gonna come in and talk with you, he's there, and you hear the doorbell, the buzzer of him out there, and are you guys already down in the cargo bay when that happens then?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, Don's down there.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see.
I'm supervising.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're not. Well, I mean, it's all gonna happen outside of the ship, in space.
Mm-hmm.
Is where the refueling's gonna happen. So he pokes his head up through the window, and he has kind of Eastern features. So he's got kind of almond eyes. His skin is that kind of beige space skin color. Very much. He's from ethnically he's from everywhere. But the most predominant feature about him really is his eyes, because they have that nice almond shape to him. And his hair is kind of he's bald. He's shaved head. Except for, a small strip that looks like a mohawk that runs all the way to the back. And he kind of pokes his head through and, waves through the window and smiles at you as you guys come in. And he just, gestures down, because you can't hear him, because it's, a super strong door.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, we'll assume he's in a vacuum as well, so...
Yeah. I mean, he's not he's in the section that's connected to the spaceship, but he's trying. He just wanted to chit chat with you guys to see what all needs to be done fully.
Little docking hatch.
Yeah, exactly. He just can't talk to you yet because you're still in the cargo bay, and he's just okay, they're still in there, but I'll just wave. Hi.
Yeah. Well, Don will walk over and pop the hatch. I think he knows to make sure that the pressure is equalized.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got green lights everywhere. The sexy computer told you. Yeah.
So we need to put together a sort of shopping list here. We need the tools. That'll run us around 500. And then I have a vac suit. Shiro has a vac suit.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to get 2 other vac suits. What, you do?
No, I have one, yeah.
Okay, so we need another vac suit for Wadon.
For what purpose?
For
Go
the salvage.
I mean, you're gonna...
Well, somebody has to defend the ship.
It won't be you.
Yeah. It'll be the person that has a missile launcher in their pillow.
It'll be the person that knows how to fly this ship.
So...
Yeah, I'm definitely going on the out team. I'm not staying.
Regardless, when I'm messing with the reactor, all of you are being on the ship.
Right.
So yeah, the guy, you open up the hatch and he comes in, he's like, oh, hi, how are you guys today? My name is Secretary Wan, how are you?
Oh, very good, how are you? I'm Ritu Kanisa Wadon Boyardi Nasher Dan Beachbury. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
He just like blinks, he's like, wonderful to meet you, Mr. Dan Beachbury. Wadon. Nice to meet you, yes, wonderful to meet you. So, I understand you're coming just for a short visit to Lunamar Station. Is there any refueling? Is this correct? Yes?
Oh, yeah, just a refueling, and if you could point us to any, I guess like a Snap-on or a Radio Shack. Do those still exist in the future?
A Radio Shack.
They don't even exist now.
Yeah. Well, something like whatever.
He's just like, oh, you need to buy some tools and some equipment. Ah, yes.
Like an auto zone or something.
Yes, yeah. Of course. Ah, yes, there are many places you can buy things here. Some of them, not quite as reputable as others. But
I understand.
Yes, we here at Lunamar Station, we try to keep reputability high among our list of things that make us who we are in the sector. But yes, if you go through, you'll find the main concourse in this part of the station, where everything you would ever need you can find. There are, things that suffice your mechanical needs, things that suffice pretty much anything. Guns we do not have.
There was like very clearly to Santo. There was like a yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's like we do not have any weapons for sale here. We would actually request that any weapons that you have, save for your fists, of course. But who uses their fists as weapons these days? He laughs very hollowly. If you could please just leave them in your ship. We try to maintain, even at this dock, which is more built for short visits, we want to maintain the image that we have here at Lunamar Station, where this is a family place. This is for families. This is where they come to visit.
Beautiful.
We don't want them to be alarmed by... He kind of stares at all of you. Spacers, if you understand. No offense to be taken.
Free traders.
Yeah. People that look like space pirates.
What? Whoa!
He doesn't say it, but, it's kind of what he's implying.
I do not look like a space pirate.
No, Wadon does not look like a space pirate.
You have guns, therefore, in his mind, that is a space pirate.
I have a pistol.
I have a pistol as well. That is...
Yeah.
It's not even visible.
I mean...
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Gun-free zone. Gotcha.
Yeah.
If it's a gun-free zone, then I'm not going to bring the pistol. That's just rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad manners. Wadon's going to leave his revolver up in his room. He probably doesn't even have it on him to begin with.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's ready to roll.
Awesome. So yeah, he'll go over like how the refueling process will work. It'll take roughly 6 hours. If you want to be on the ship during that time, you're more than welcome to do so. It'll be very boring, and we won't have much conversation to have since we'll be having outside of the ship. But please, if you would like to go and visit, here's a fine list of restaurants that you could go to. And he hands off like a little, like a Zagat guide just for this part of the sector.
Yes.
These are all the restaurants, and it's like this thick. of like all the places you could possibly eat, and it ranges up
Don's
from like
going up to the little counter next to the check-in desk, and he's like taking one of all the little brochures, like the shitty water slide that's right next to the hotel, the shitty restaurants that they have a deal with or something. He's grabbing up all that.
Yeah,
and
so
he's ready to go.
One of them is totally like a pot making thing, like a clay pot thing that you can make on the Tech Level 0 planet. Like it's part of like the little landing down there. Like make rustic pottery the way the ancients did. That sort of thing.
Yeah, he's
I spent this whole time like sussing out his equipment. Saying you have upgraded to the Type 6 interlocks. The Type 5 interlocks were slow.
He just smiles. He's like, "Sir, we have the finest equipment as provided by."
Where'd you guys get your tools?
Yeah,
Type 7 interlock.
I was looking up which corporation they're beholden unto. They are. So a lot of their stuff that they have the WMB. They have some of the WMB cybernetic stuff that's here. But most of their big ship stuff, it comes from Oshiro Hassan. Is where Oshiro Hassan drives. Is where a lot of their stuff comes from. So they have up-to-date things.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, Don's just looking for a compad and maybe some, fine dining. Maybe not fine dining, but like a step up of like Space Olive Garden.
Yeah.
It's below him.
Step up from Olive Garden.
I'm looking for a few things. I don't want to interrupt anyone else, but I just want to make it known I'm looking for a few things. You can get into that whenever.
Okay.
I'm also looking for a few things.
Okay. Well, let's start with Steve. What are the? Because I think I know what Santos, what Lee's character is going to be looking for. Steve, what is it that Shiro's looking for?
I need my own set of tools as well, so I'm going to be looking for that.
Okay, that's not going to be hard to find.
There's also something I'm going to spend some of the ship money on. Unless anyone disagrees, I'm going to buy a set of grab handles if I can.
Okay.
That's in the personal equipment handout that you gave us. And then probably a few other things, so I'm still looking.
Grab harness or handles?
Handles.
Grab handles. Basically, you stick them on stuff, and it lets you move it around. Like it doesn't weigh anything.
Yeah, it's something. So let me.
I guess we'll need some B power cells for those too.
Yeah, you'll need the power cells that go along with that. But yeah, they're in the personal equipment thing there. But yeah, it's just for cargo handling tools. They just mag lock onto things and.
Like it's just really heavy stuff that makes it weightless, so you can move it around.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I don't think it specified a weight limit on there. Maximum rate of motion of this object is 60 meters per round. Grab field created. Yeah. So you have 3,000 credits that you can just throw down on that, huh?
Well, the ship does.
You're gonna pull it from the ship fund. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Or does the ship? I was thinking we had 7,000. We have 700, don't we?
Yeah, I don't think you have near as much as you thought there.
Yeah, because we paid our maintenance and lease. Yeah, now that I remember, we paid our maintenance and lease for this period, and then split everything by 5.
The ship's got 848 credits left.
Yeah, that seems about right. That's about what Wadon had before purchasing.
I guess that might be too much then. Well, we just have to wait.
I've been thinking about ideas of how to get the frame shift drive or the spike drive out of there, so it's not gonna be pretty, but it'll work.
I don't think you guys have paid any of the you didn't pay the lease or anything yet. It's not the end.
We set it aside. We didn't.
Yeah, it is in the ship treasury. I'm putting in the notes section of of the handout on my character sheet. I don't know if I put it on the main Darksky.
Yeah, well, it says 90 days. Ship treasury is 848.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So 848 credits, and then there's the payment and maintenance that's already been taken out too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it's a separate account.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So okay. So yeah, that's January 15th. You guys are gonna be here for 6 hours. Okay. So you're gonna look for those. What was it that On was gonna look for, Sue?
I was just gonna look for some space duct tape and some Mothy merchandise.
Excuse me. Okay, so you're just gonna look for some space tape and Mothy stuff. Okay, that's yeah. Your stuff's gonna be also very easy to find.
Nice.
Yeah. So okay. So yeah, you guys head into the actual like main concourse of this part of the space station, and it basically looks like the central like village at any like major amusement park is what it looks like. It has, you know, shops that line everything. There's topiary that is almost too pristine to look real that's there. There's all kinds of stuff that's just what is going on here? I don't understand.
It's like an Epcot.
It basically it looks like you've walked into like Epcot, but on crack cocaine. Everything's just amplified to the nth degree. There's, you know, the different mascots that are walking around. Mothy's not at this concourse though. She's off wandering somewhere else right now. But yeah, there's definitely, you know, you walk by like a stand that has like little stuffed Luna Moth like figurines, and it has like, you know, the official Mothy doll, you know, that sort of stuff. Like as soon as you walk in, you see it, and there's like T-shirts, there's hats, there's backpacks, there's shoes, there's fingerless gloves. It's everything you could ever want and hope for. With the little anagram Mothy attire stuff on it. And it's all like 30 credits, 40 credits, depending on what you're getting. Yeah. So I imagine you just like beeline straight to that, or do you moth line?
No, I'm just gonna go straight to there.
You're just gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some T-shirt and like a doll or something.
Yeah. So you get the little moth plushie and the T-shirt. So the T-shirt is 30 credits and the doll is 40.
Sweet. Mm-hmm. 70 credits. Bye.
Yep, exactly. The tourist trap works again.
Yes.
So yeah, as you guys are going, I mean, the restaurants, they're all, you know, those kind of, you know, middle class fine dining, the equivalent that we would know here in our day and age and stuff. It's like, you know, there's like the equivalent of like Bonefish grills and things like that just everywhere. And it's different food from different planets throughout the sector. So you find things that are, you know, like the Italian fare that you would have grown up with on Coyopa, but then there's like the alien foodstuffs that you'd only find on like certain planets, which like one of them here, let me find one of the really fun ones where there's people at. So they have from the farthest reaches, there's one that specializes in wild game that has been captured and prepared from the planet of Garion, which is actually a moon of a gas giant that rotates around Nizam, which is up in sector 00.00, and it's like these like. It shows like the landscape as you like walk by. There's like a big screen. It's like National Geographic special of it, and it shows like this big like ice whale that like jumps up onto the land and has like big like manipulator legs. It just starts running across, and it picks up like the smaller creature, and then it just dives back down through the ice sheet, and it's like, come experience the dangers.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So yeah, there's like all kinds of weird things. So depending on what you'd want to eat, it's definitely around.
Yeah, well, if there's time, Wadon's definitely interested in the exotic foodstuffs.
Yeah,
I mean, he's all about that.
Yeah, and it's probably like a big billboard that you saw, and it gives like the coordinates where you can find this place, and it's probably like called Garian Grub or something like that. They went for the alliteration in there.
TGI Fridays, where the G is for Garian.
Yeah, exactly. Thank Garian, it's food. Yeah, something. But yeah, you guys.
Way too much salt.
Yeah, it's probably pretty salty considering it's a very it's just an ice planet. That's just a big ocean.
Sounds like an ocean. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So yeah, is that where you guys go for your food? Go to eat.
Yeah, well, Don's trying to convince everyone, but he knows it's going to be a hard sell.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, sounds great.
Yeah.
Right on.
Santo, Shiro, sound good?
I need to get my tools.
Yeah. I mean, you got 6 hours, so I mean, you'll probably pass like 2 or 3 places you can buy tools and stuff.
I got something in the. I gotta do a thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Business first. You got me.
Okay. So yeah, let's go follow. Okay. So Santo and Shiro, you guys are wanting to go get tools, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think it's probably like so you guys like split up and agree to meet back at the restaurant then.
Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do the little vignettes here of you guys getting your things, and then we'll see if the other two do anything crazy, and then I'll double check a couple other things as we go. So you guys kind of split up and do your own thing. Shiro and Santo, you guys stick together. We'll say On and Wadon, you guys stick together as well. And you guys walk, and you don't have to walk super far before you find a tool vendor, where it has the different tools that are from all over. It's probably an outlet store for the corporation that controls this, which was oh my gosh, I can't remember it. Gotta look it back up here. Which was Ashiro Hassan. So it's like their like brand of tool is what it is.
I start looking for like used ones in like good condition.
You don't find any used tool. Yeah, this is like an outlet store. So
damn. Yeah,
it's like the good. It's the good stuff, but at slightly less prices.
What's the name of it again?
It's the outlet for. It's just the outlet store for. It literally says like the sign above it.
Ashiro Hassan, I think.
What's the name of the tool?
Oh, it's the Astrogator's tools that you're looking for, right?
Ashiro Hassan. Is that the brand of the tool?
That is the shipyard that makes the tool. Ashiro Hassan Drives. They are the corporation that owns the Lunamoth station, in essence.
So I mean, that sounds like a Japanese company.
Yeah. At one point, somebody by the last name of Ashiro partnered up with the last name of someone who was Hassan, and they formed a company that built spaceships. It used to be 2 separate companies. Like if you pull up your data pad or your compad and you look up, Ashiro Hassan, it'll go into the backstory about how, I'm trying to think of like a good Japanese name off the top of my head, and I can't do it right now for some reason. But it'll show how the founders of Ashiro Shipyards and Drives and Hassan Astronautics, they joined forces, and they create in like the year, 60.
You're describing a business merger.
Yeah. It was a business merger.
Is it a high quality tool?
Yeah. They're one of the bigger. They're actually one of the 4 or 5 big ship makers in the sector. So yeah, it's high quality tools.
Great. What's the price?
It's the book price, $500.
So, can I get them engraved?
Okay, engraving will be extra.
You gotta take it to Things Remembered.
I could engrave it for you.
Would like my name on each and every tool.
Okay, so that'll take about a day to get that done, and it'll be an extra $150.
No. I can do it for you.
Nope.
It'll be fine. It'll look great. I swear.
Oh, it's in kanji. You don't understand.
Look, you just write it down, and I'll copy it.
You won't get the strokes right. It'll be all weird.
The 650.
Look, if I just take my
See,
laser pistol
the extra
and I
18 hour,
modify the
I'm not
output a
there.
little bit, it's like a laser engraver.
All right. I was gonna get a few extra power cells as well. I might as well take care of that.
Mm-hmm.
Power cell type A's, like 2 more.
Okay. So that's another the type A's.
No, 10 apiece in the
getting,
book.
Oh, you're getting 10 of each. Okay, yeah. So.
No. They're 10 apiece. I'm getting 2 of.
Yeah. So yeah, they're so another 20.
Okay. And then I've got some shit to buy with the shift funds too.
Yeah.
I'll deal with that.
Okay. So you're looking for the grab handles here as well?
No, I've given up on that. It's too expensive. But
Okay.
there is some other gear that I want.
Okay. Yeah. What else do you want to get?
Rope.
Oh yeah. They probably don't have rope at this particular shop.
Well, I want a climb harness.
Okay, so you're looking for more like an
telescoping pole. I want glow bugs.
Okay.
And I want a nav comp.
Okay, you can definitely get the glow bugs here. Glow bugs are a thing that you can definitely get here.
And I've texted that shopping list to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if there's an issue with spending the ship funds on this, let me know now.
I don't care.
Rope, telescoping pole, climbing harness, self-explanatory. Glow bugs are like cap lights that you stick on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and 100 of them can be recharged off of one Type A power cell.
Damn.
Yeah, and a nav comp is a big piece of gear. Let me just look that up real quick.
It's a nav computer, essentially.
Well, it does more than that, and actually, I wanted to know if this would apply to like a space Hulk sort of situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're looking for.
But it says here that blah 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 blah. It can make crude but serviceable automatic maps of all buildings or landscapes they travel through. So
which list is that one in? Is that one in the
exploration gear?
It's in the exploration gear. Nav comp. So.
Like, I'm assuming some sort of like ultrasound field that like spreads out and makes it crude.
Yeah, it's a navigation computer, but it also makes the maps kind of sort of.
Right. I want to make sure that that's usable in like a 3D Space Hulk type environment.
Yeah, I imagine in a sci-fi setting it would create a 3D map that you can like look at on your compad or something. Or
right.
Actually, it's probably not on. You can send it to the compad with a computer's check, but it's probably like on the actual like screen of the nav comp.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's what that is. Yeah, so they don't have any of that kind of exploration sort of stuff except for the glow bugs. They totally have those here because why wouldn't they have glow bugs?
There's just like a little jar.
Do they have rope and climbing gear?
They don't have that stuff. If you're looking for that, the guy he would definitely direct you to where you can find
hang
that.
on now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to chat these guys up because I thought they were like selling tours to go see the Savages, and they don't have rope and climbing gear.
Not at the outlet for.
Well, where do they have it? Like, who do I need to talk to?
Yeah, he's like,
you're not the guy.
Sir, I don't need you to get belligerent with me. I'm willing to help you. And he's just like, fucking off-worlder. Anyway, so what you need to do, and he says that in a language. He says something in a language you don't. Actually, what languages do you speak again? You speak a lot of languages. I need to make sure. Do you speak Russian?
I don't think so. Let me just make sure.
Okay, because he definitely cusses at you in Russian. If you speak Russian, let me know.
I have my Data Slab app open. Little Babel app.
They don't have that.
English, Japanese, Chinese, Portuguese, Spanish, German, and Arabic.
Okay, so you don't understand what he says, but he says something in Russian. He doesn't say it in a mean tone of voice, but he says something. And he kind of looks at he's like, yes, please. So what you're going to do, you're going to go left out of my store. Then you're going to follow the road for about 500 meters. You're going to see a rock climbing and harness store. They will be able to help you with the things you need. Here, you want these engraved? You said engraving. Is that what you want?
You know what? I don't like the cut of this guy's jib. I think I can find like a better artisan somewhere else. To be quite honest, what does this Russian know about kanji?
What does this Russian know about kanji? I don't know. What can you tell me about kanji? I know it's I know it's an alphabet.
Yeah, I mean it's just your classic scripts for Japanese.
Yeah, it's. I mean, if you give him the thing, because if you give him the thing that you're wanting it done.
You know what? I would rather find someone else.
Yeah.
That knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
No offense.
He's just like, this is fine. He just puts the little scanner out for you to scan your cred stick in, so he can move on with his life.
All right. So what was that? 500 for the tool?
Yeah, it's 500 for the tools.
Did I get anything else?
You got the two batteries and the glow bug.
All right. No, it's glow bugs. I'm getting 20 of them.
You're getting 20 of the glow bugs. Okay.
So that'll be 100 even for glow bugs.
So we're at 5 plus another 20, 100. So
hang
620.
On. Hang on. No.
Okay.
500 out of my account, and then the glow bugs on the what? The rope?
He doesn't have the rope.
Yeah. What does he have?
He has
glow bugs and what?
He has the glow bugs, the batteries, and the tools.
Got it. Sorry. So 520 out of my account, 100 out of the ship account.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
You're good. We'll
I basically just been doing what he's doing. Mine's gonna be 560. I'm gonna buy the toolkit and then like a 6-pack of the power cells.
Okay. Yeah, of the Type A's.
Because they stack in 6s, I think. So,
yeah, they'll stack.
I just grab a stack.
They'll stack in 6s. The Type B's will stack in 6s too. It's just a bigger stack.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, you guys buy your stuff there, and then you have your little bags that have the Ishido Hassan like symbol on them. It's like an O and an H intertwined together with like the graphic of like speed moving behind it. Makes it look like it's going through like a field of stars. And
didn't you say you wanted to find some old busted ass tools?
I mean, I was gonna try and
get used ones, but there's no
get used ones for a lower price, but that's not what's gonna happen here.
No,
so
because what happens is when they bring in the used tools to like return things, they just go back and reforge the tools.
Yeah, they just refurbish them and then they sell them.
Yeah, at other places that aren't a tourist track, at a tourist trap. So yeah, you guys then you head out the store. You go the 500 meters down the way. On and Wadon, what are you guys doing while we kind of smash cut away from you guys finally finishing up your transaction to Wadon and on? Where are you guys at? What are you up to? Have you changed into your mothy yet?
Sure, I just saw it over what I'm wearing already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there other things Wadon wants to get?
Well, Don has compiled a little list here of stuff he would like to pick up. I think that he will also purchase another additional 6 Type A cells, just because it seems like you can't have enough. A lot of shit uses them. A compad. Yeah. Compad for himself, a vac suit for himself, and a grapnel launcher.
Okay.
Which seems useful for 0G.
Yeah, so for most of that stuff you can find all at the same store. The grapnel launcher and the vac suit you can't find at the same place you would get the compad.
Right. Oh yeah, I assume not.
Yeah, you'd have to go to like the outdoor adventuring type store, which they would direct you to what we would know as the audience is the exact same store that Shiro and Santo, the REI, the Cabela's, like Bass Pro Shop conglomerate.
No, not Cabela's.
Superstore.
That place is full of fucking fuds. Yeah, Don's going to the nice place. I've just compiled it all together. It's about 460 for everything that he wants to get together.
Okay.
I think it's pretty comprehensive, really. And Wadon's going about it, he's schmoozing everybody up, being real nice and oily and slimy to all the vendors and everything. If he senses that, like, they speak Italian, he'll go and, speak to them in that, like, make them feel nice at ease and comfortable. He's using up all his resources. Again, trying to use his psychic precog talents to figure out, like, what they're going to say and do better on negotiations, maybe. Just enjoying himself, really, like on a nice proper shopping trip, like he hasn't had to have, or he hasn't been able to have for
a long time. Yeah,
exactly. He's having a good time.
I love Wadon. Wadon's fantastic. Okay, yeah. So you're able to get your compad. That's not a problem. As far as using your precog abilities, nothing you do determines, like, whether it's a life or death situation. So yeah, you're able to haggle just as well. You paid book prices is what it ended up being.
Right, yeah, it's just as a flavor thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably is going to do that.
Yeah, so fantastic. Then you guys start walking towards the REI, the space REI that has all the fun exploration gear and everything in it. And Sweet. We see Shiro and Santo kind of walking as well. I imagine the attitudes of each group are mirrored, are slightly opposite mirrors of each other. Where Shiro and Santo are very very quiet and very stoic individuals. Where Wadon and On look like they've been having a ball and a blasty blast.
Absolutely.
I beg to differ. I believe my character's attitude is just trying to say things to Shiro that Santo thinks Shiro would be cool, but Shiro's like not having it. So it's just very annoying.
Okay. Can one of you guys roll a D100 for me?
Oh boy.
Got it.
Well,
Okay,
there we go.
We got one from
Too
Wadon.
slow.
Got a 64.
Best number.
Quick note, everybody. I'm using the bio section of the Darksky character sheet to record inventory for the ship.
Okay.
Oh.
I will shift the grapnel launcher to the Darksky communal inventory.
Okay. So you guys, as you're going, you meet up with each other, and there's a merchant, someone that's behind you, that's kind of staring at you. He's got a little shop. And On, you recognize this person. You've seen this person before.
Oh, that's out of nowhere.
Yeah, this is someone who used to work for one of the syndicate families. You've seen this person's face before. And he stares at you as you're coming up, and he kind of cocks an eyebrow. He's like, "Do I know you? I believe we've met before." As you get close to him.
Well, as the player, I'm gonna ask you as the DM. Do I remember him?
That's a good question. I don't know. Let's see. Go ahead and let's see. Go ahead and roll for me. What do I want you to roll? Roll your your culture criminal for me with intelligence.
Oh. Culture criminal. Here we are. It's not very high. Intelligence is also not very high.
Yeah. 9. Yeah, no, nine's perfect. So yeah, you remember this person. His name is Datra Hento. Is his name.
Try.
Yeah. Here, I'll put it into chat here. Dunshiro. No. Datra Hento.
No.
Is that
not what I was going
individual's
for.
name?
Nobody's done Shiro.
Yeah, no one's done Shiro.
That's rude.
It is. That is rude. How dare you, Wadon? How dare you bring that up?
Shit, I didn't say that. I said I'd done, as in I put the grapnel launcher in the inventory and took 200 credits out. This is useful.
Yeah, of course. You know this person. He is a drug mule for the syndicate, is what he is. you've probably only worked with him maybe a handful of times, but you know that he is not a very nice individual. If he's around, that means drugs are not far behind.
Oh, great.
So he sees you. Yeah.
No.
It's like, yes, I know who you are. And he gestures for you to come over so you can talk to you.
Oh. So
Do I
curious.
notice this at any point?
Say what?
Do I notice any of what's going on?
I mean, that's up to you if you notice it. I imagine.
I'm just saying, like, because I don't know, we haven't gone that far into the background, but I'm assuming part of, like, when On's character was like, I need to get off this planet, it was because I knew that she was mixed up in some bad stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know how far my knowledge goes.
Mm-hmm.
Probably stopped there.
Yeah.
Just
Yoda's
knows that she
twin.
was in trouble.
A 2020 twin.
And he's like,
No, I'm gonna go up to him.
yeah. So
'cause
he's like standing
curiosity.
there, and he's standing next to this cart that has like herbs and other like it's like vapor cigarettes. He's got the death sticks, is what he's got.
Herbs.
Yeah, herbs. He has like foodstuffs is what he has, but none of it looks overly appealing. It looks like he'd be better suited to be like in a slum part, like a part of the space station that's almost like falling apart if there is one, to sell the things that he's selling. He obviously didn't get his intel right when he came here, and he kind of stares at you and he's like, "Good, I'm glad I saw somebody that I've done jobs with before. This place is a fucking tourist trap. I hate it so much."
And I just look at my shirt.
Yeah.
Right.
You're doing a better job blending in than I am. Fucking syndicate. They never send the right information. Have you ever noticed that? You ever notice they never send the right stuff?
I'm surprised they got that far.
Yeah.
As an
Surprised.
organization.
Surprised, yeah. So am I. So this damn thing. That's a damn thing family. Fucking up jumps. I swear. Someone needs to take them down. But anyway, that's a different conversation for a different time. Look, he kind of stares over at the other three guys that are... What are you three doing? Are you just, like, staring at this conversation happening?
Yeah, I'll probably just, like, turn. I'm like, what?
Probably got my nose buried in my compad looking for a traditional Japanese engraver.
Yeah, that's located on this station. He's like, that's not your old crew. Who are those? He kind of stares back over and says, those fly boys.
We split, I'm afraid.
Huh. Not good terms, huh? Thought you and what was the leader of that crew's name? What was his name?
Good question. Latro.
Not Nitro or Natro?
Nitro. No, Latro.
Natro. Okay, yeah. So he's just like, so you and Natro left on not so happy notes, I see. Interesting. But beside the point. Do you think you guys could help out an old friend? He kind of smiles, and he's got like a gold tooth like right in this area, and it catches the light just right, and he's like, huh? I think you can help me out. Yeah, it's very practiced. I need
I just look back at the three people. I was like, I'm afraid not.
He just kind of stares at you incredulous, like, come on, I'm all out of my cover here. They gave me this shipment of stuff. It needs to get to Banderas. All I need is someone to help me just get it off this goddamn space station. You can drop it off in an asteroid field, and I can go pick it up later. It's all I need.
Well, we did just refuse a job running drugs. Kind of trying to whisper it.
You refused a job from the syndicate?
So I...
Girl, you got bigger cojones than they give you credit for in that last crew. Telling the syndicate straight up just to bite it?
Well, it wasn't exactly like that, but yeah. So I guess I'm not running
you just ghosted
those jobs anymore.
Mm.
No, I'm pretty sure I sent an email back saying no thanks. Yeah. Yeah. So, well, good luck.
Yeah. Good luck to you too. It's been nice knowing you. And he takes his little cart and he pushes it like down the way, and he's like, yeah. He just kind of disappears into the group, into the mass of people that are here.
Well, I hope I don't see his corpse somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you turn back around and you see the other three just kind of standing there.
What was that about?
Just old acquaintances.
I look at her and I'm just like, I know exactly what that means, and it's not a good thing. It's like, what do you mean? Like old acquaintance? Like, do we need to leave?
Well, right after refueling would be nice.
Okay.
Like we planned initially.
Okay.
You know.
Kinda
Let's
like,
keep shopping. Shopping was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of just like shift my toolbox under the other arm because it's getting heavy, and I'm just like, all right, well, let's keep going. Make a mental note of what that guy looked like.
Okay. So yeah, you guys walk into the next the REI, the space REI, the adventuring, emporium that's here. And the first thing you see when you walk in, it's, you see vac suits just in a line. They have different designs. They have, the David Bowie, psychedelic sequin spacesuit jumper, all that fun stuff.
Do they have a Mothy thing?
Of course they have a Mothy themed one.
Of course.
Yeah, the space...
I strongly recommend that one to Wadon.
No, Wadon's going straight for the Bowie.
Yeah.
Right.
Straight for the engraved, it's on the name.
Like the
Are you going to get several changes?
like the moth is like the Hello Kitty.
Exactly. It's like the Hello Kitty styled one. Now the vac suits, they all cost slightly different prices depending on which one you get. They have the base ones that are $100. The Mothy one is $200. The David Bowie one is $250.
What about a Screaming Eagle?
The Screaming Eagle one, we'll say that's probably like $150 as well.
Okay, I'll subtract the additional $150 for the David Bowie.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're going to get the funky sequenced psychedelic spacesuit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's got a big lightning bolt across the faceplate.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I understand high vis is important, but
yeah, exactly.
if we ever get into a situation, they're going to shoot you first.
Well, no, because I can see the future, so it'll be fine.
I kind of just like look at him like, wait, he's not messing with me.
No, he's not.
So, Shiro, you're able to find your rope here. I want to know what you just dropped into chat really bad. I really hope it's Flight of the Conchords. Nice. I was really hoping it was the Flight of the Conchords, Bowie in space. But anyway, so, you guys are able to load up on all your other fun stuff that you need. The rope, the duct tape. Yeah. You were able to find the duct tape beforehand. I don't think duct tape has like an actual pricing anyway.
Yeah. So it's free, right?
Let's say.
You could use the Shadowpunk rule where 1 new yen equals 1 cheeseburger.
Yeah, exactly.
So to determine how many cheeseburgers it costs and apply.
Yeah. So it's probably, I'd say like five credits get you five rolls of thing. They all come in rolls of 5.
Yeah. 10 rolls.
Mm-hmm.
10 rolls of that.
Yeah. And you're able to find the nav comp here. Say everyone should have a vac suit now.
Mm-hmm.
And
Some might say one of us has more of a vac suit than the other.
Right.
I mean, you have a vac suit that goes on top of
Might
the flight
say
suit. Are you gonna
the
get a vac skin
telescoping
to go
pole.
underneath your flight suit to go on top?
No. Too many layers. Too deep.
It gets sweaty.
So I get all my
and-
stuff. Sorry.
Rock, paper, scissors.
No, it's okay. It's kind of difficult with not seeing.
I mean, you just roll a d6. Whoever gets higher gets to talk.
Right. Takes so long.
Yeah. Okay, here, Steve, you go first.
I just wanted I could get all the stuff I was looking for: the rope, telescoping pole, climbing harness.
Yep, they have all that stuff here. Yep, they have it all here. This is the type of store that you'd buy that stuff in. It's like your generalized adventure good store. They have the climbing harnesses. They're the good nylon rope climbing harnesses. Everything's fantastic here. You're able to get your telescoping pole. Yeah, everything. They definitely
all
have your
book
rope.
Price.
Huh? Yeah, all book price.
Thank you.
And yeah, were you getting tech level 4 or tech level 1 rope?
4, obviously.
Yeah, I was just asking. I wanted to know if you were getting silk rope or hempen.
Pathetic.
Yep.
Better living through chemistry.
Yep. Gotta get that good manila nylon rope. All right. So, I think.
Wait.
Yeah.
I would also like to get a tech for binocular.
Okay. Yeah, they have it here.
Sweet.
Yeah, pretty much you can buy anything that's on that exploration gear list at price, except for like specialty vac suits, and then also except for ammunition. You can't buy ammunition here, unfortunately.
All right, I'm throwing in 100 credits from my personal account to short ship treasure to buy all this stuff.
Okay. Alrighty. And according to my timer here, it's been a little bit over an hour, I believe. Let me double check here.
Just about. I think we started about 20 after.
Yeah, I think we did too. So yeah, let's take a quick little break here. We'll take a 5-minute break, and then we'll come back and we'll have eaten at the fantastic restaurant. And about 6 hours will have passed by that point, through all the shopping and all the walking that'll been done. Quite possibly, we'll probably see something else. But yeah, we'll be back in about 10 or so minutes. Or sorry, 5 minutes. So yeah. And we are back for segment 2 of episode 3. So I think when we come back, we finish up on you guys eating at the really fancy, well, not super fancy, but you know, the really nice restaurant that is what was the name of it? Gideon? Yeah, Garian Grub is what it is. Each of you guys, it's one of those places where it has like the prepared menu of like you come in it because it's whatever they were able to get from the planet itself. So each of you guys were able to feast upon the steaks of this like really kind of meaty tasting fish. It's like actual fresh food for the most part. You know, it's obviously been, you know, like cryovac frozen and stuff like that to make the incredibly long journey from Nizam and Sector 00.00. And if, yeah.
It's like on the other side of the galaxy. Or system?
Sector? Not
Sector.
system, not galaxy.
Yeah, sector.
Sector, okay.
Each one of these hexes is a system or
a blank section in space.
Yeah, or a blank area, I assume.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys are able to eat this like really kind of meaty fish, you know, sort of food. The guy that's serving you kind of tells you that this particular fish lives at the, you know, the depths of the ocean, and it takes a week to find it, and it has to be hunted down because it's a predatorial fish, and it actually eats small mammals that live near the surface of the water, that burrow through the ice and make the ice its home.
Hang on, did we have a menu?
It was a prepared menu. It's one of those places.
Well, how much does this cost?
Well, Don will pay for your...
I would like to know how much this costs before I agree to pay for it.
Well, Don will pay for your dinner, Shiro. You've done some magnificent piloting recently, and he'd hate to see you go without a good meal.
I have to determine if it's a good meal.
It's better than the, you know, rolled oats that get shit out of the replicator on the ship.
Yeah,
you know,
very much true.
that counts as a good meal.
That's good. So yeah, speaking on chat, I've acknowledged. I'll recognize you and acknowledge you. There we go. It's been no penalty to that one because it hasn't been 10 minutes since we've been back on stream and since I've been back to see that. So anyway, moving on with what we're doing. So yeah, the meal, the ticket comes out and it's 25 credits per plate is what it ends up being. So it's 100 credits for all of you to eat.
Okay, sure.
Plus tip.
Well, Don's a big tipper. He will pay 30 credits for his meal.
There you go. Yeah.
Hey, how much each?
It's 25.
25 each?
Actually, no, that's a small tip. Well, Don will pay 25. He'll put down 10 for the waiter.
Okay.
So 10 for everyone?
For Wadon.
Yeah, so
He'll put it down in cash so they don't have to claim it on their. They don't have to declare it.
yeah, so you're actually gonna pull like the paper money out of your pocket.
Yeah, Wadon likes. He likes physical money. You know, he likes to be able to smell it. Back home, he had a big. His family had a big room in the asteroid, like Scrooge McDuck style, where you could swim in gold coins. And he likes to emulate that as much as possible in his current life, as impoverished as it may be.
Yeah. So yeah, you pay for yours and Shiro's meal. You put an actual like 10 credit note down. The guy like comes over and sees that after you guys are leaving, and he like takes it and holds it and stares at it. It's like, wow. And he puts it directly into his pocket. Yeah.
It's already worth 30% less.
So, and then yeah, you guys start walking back towards the dark sky itself. And can I get somebody to roll a D100 for me?
Got it.
Did I already do it? Or is that a different people?
Yeah, you did the last one. So
okay, somebody else get one.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody else do it.
There we go. Okay.
Wait, no, Sue's got it.
Yep, Sue got it.
Not quite as good. Still respectable.
That's interesting. So yeah, as you guys are going, you pass by a group of animatrons that you can see. It's a group of people, is what it looks like, but they're animatrons for a club that's here in this part of the station. And where the time frame of what you're kind of looking at now, it's nighttime, kind of sorta, is what you're looking at. So it's kind of like dimmed the lights down a little bit, but it's like the twilight. It never gets darker than that. And the animatron, the android, comes up to you guys like, hello, patrons of Luna Moth Station. You should come and explore the ventures of the Disco Moon. And it has like the music like pumping out of it. It's like the beat of a club, and you can see like the lights up above you, like shining off the ceiling of the concourse that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I am vastly more interested in the and then the animatron than the club. So I'm just like, I don't even care about what he said. Just looking at him.
It's not quite Wadon's speed of music, but he is interested.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I'm kind of just like debating whether or not I want to take apart and vandalize this thing.
I've got gear being delivered to the ship right now, so I have to go and supervise that.
Yeah, so both Shiro and Santo, you guys each have your toolkits and the things you bought from the first store there with you.
Shiro.
Okay.
All right.
Has it been 6 hours? You said after food.
It's probably getting close.
Yeah. Not enough time for a good old-fashioned debauch as far as Wadon is concerned. So, if you can't do it right.
Well, once we finish this job, we'll be loaded and we can party.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You can totally come back and party it up back on Luna Moth Station. The finest nightclub in this concourse.
Planet Disco.
The Disco Moon.
Sounds cool.
Yeah. So you guys, so do you just like push your way past the animatrons because they just like stop in front of you, like two of them.
Is he
stop.
attached to anything?
No, they're walking. They have their own.
They're walking.
Their own.
How
walking.
heavy are they?
I think.
Do you try to pick one up?
Yes.
Heavy.
Heavy.
It's made
I
of
look
metal
at On.
and industrial plastics and ceramics. It's quite heavy.
I look at On, and I'm kind of just like struggling. Pick it up. Like, can we keep it?
I shake my
Had
head.
some grab handles.
It looks at you as like, sir, if you wish to bump and grind, you should check out the Disco Moon.
I immediately start looking for the non. Was it the demo switch? Want to turn the demo switch off.
There. So, okay, you want to turn the demo switch off. I like it. So, go ahead and let me see here. I believe I need you to make a computer.
That'd be a
roll.
post-tech or a computer check.
Post-tech would definitely work to try and find that.
Intelligence based?
It would definitely be intelligence based.
Okay. Here we go. 5.
Like taking these tools
Not
out of the shrink
great.
wrap.
So yeah,
Not
did you want to utilize your reroll?
No, not for
No.
this.
Yeah,
I know
okay.
what to use my reroll on.
Okay,
It is
so-
not this.
So a 5 is a pretty big fail. So as soon as you like start trying to like rip like you probably know like
It just looks
anything
like
that
I'm
it has
groping.
would be like underneath a protective plate that
Yeah.
it has. So you like go and like lift up like the plate, and immediately a siren goes off.
Wadon's 20 to 30 yards away by this point.
Yeah, Wadon's just running. A siren goes off. It's like, please step away from the property of the Disco Moon. You are vandalizing public property, privately owned property. Please step away. Whoop, 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 whoop. and it just repeats that again and again and again. And 2 security officers come running towards you with batons out.
I'd step away from it.
Yeah. Yeah, so the security officers come up. So, Wadon, you just bolted, right?
No, I mean, it's dignified.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Maybe not even to the level of a power walk. Like, as soon as he saw Santo trying to assault these robots, he knew what was going on, and he's probably familiar with these types of advertisements, so he knows what the deal is, especially in a place like Lunamoth.
Mm-hmm. So you're a ways away, though, is this the thing on that?
Yeah.
And so we the 2 security guards come running up. They have their batons out, and they just run up and they yell at you, Santo. Sir, on your belly. Step away from the animatron. Step away from the android now.
Okay.
Bella, you gonna take that?
I gotta just like put my hands up. I'm just like walk away from it.
Sir, on the ground. Please, on the ground. Please, on the ground.
Okay, I go on the ground.
Yeah. So you go on the ground, and they come over, and they one of them puts his knee into your back and brings your hands behind and zip ties your hands together and like stares up at the other one. Walks over to you, to Shiro and On, who are still there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they say
no.
Just Anne is there, watching.
I was gonna tell you that Shiro is probably pretty adept at removing things from his field of view, rather swiftly and adroitly. So as soon as they approached, he probably juked them and was off.
Okay, yeah, and it's just the 2 of them, so they're not gonna chase after you, but they probably what happens then is if you were there when they saw.
Shiro is ignoring the situation. He's,
he's
on his own agenda.
Got it. You're like, nothing can harm me. I don't see anything. What is that? There's a light bulb up there.
I've got deliveries to supervise.
So the cop who is not currently pressing his knee into the middle of Santo's back walks over to you 2 and says, with his baton still out, all right, what happened here? Why is this man assaulting this animatron? Who are you? What is your business here? Can I see your papers?
We do have papers, right?
Yeah, you have your official
okay.
identification papers. That tell
when I hand him
exactly
the papers, doing everything by the book.
Yeah.
I hand him the papers and just say, please excuse him. He just gets so excited when he sees technology.
Yeah, so he scans your chip that has your information on it. He goes over to you, Shiro, and asks you to do the same, for you to present your identification.
Why?
Because you're a witness.
Witness to what? I didn't see anything.
Sir, you are in the vicinity. You are a witness. I need your information.
I've got deliveries to make. I don't have time for this. I have a delivery coming to my ship.
Can I see your information about the deliveries you need to make?
Absolutely. I'll hand him my compad.
Yeah, so he takes your compad and he scans your compad.
Good enough.
No, you ran. They didn't. Yeah, you just straight up ran. You're not being detained. What on? So, yeah, they come over.
I'll be on my way now.
Yeah, sir.
Things to do.
What was it that you saw, please, before you leave? We need to understand the situation of what's happened here.
I saw these 5 deliveries that are due at my ship. That's where I have to go.
I'm certain you have somebody at your ship that
I've got 6 things to do today. I've got to stay on top of my life.
Yes, but sir, we need a quick statement as to what happened here so we know how to charge and proceed forward. Ma'am, you too. What is it that happened here?
Again, I'm confused. I'm my ship is that way. That's the way I need to go. I don't even know what you're talking about.
The cop.
I probably still haven't looked behind me to see what was going on, or heard the siren or anything else.
The Lunamoth security agent just just puts his head down and just shakes it. It's sir, do you know the man on the ground right there? And he points with your compad, which is still in his hand. He points at your compad with your compad towards Santo on the ground, knee in the back.
Oh, that's my mechanic. Why?
He is being arrested for tampering and vandalizing
What?
private property.
What? What did he tamper with?
He just like stares, and like the robot is still making that.
What did he vandalize?
The robot. He's like he vandalized the robot of the Disco Moon. Do you not hear the siren? And it's still like whoop 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 whoop. Step away
I just
from the
thought that's what it did. It's a disco robot.
Disco robots do not
thought
declare
that was
they are
in
being
effect.
vandalized unless they have been vandalized. Where is it that
Like,
you're
it looks
from?
fine to me. Like, what's wrong with it? Maybe I can fix it.
Yeah, and you like you can see like the front like the front cover plate is like pulled up and like bent because it's the plastics that it has there. That's revealing like some of the inner chest workings of the animatron.
Okay, I think at this point, Wadon will have devised a plan, and he'll kind of power walk back over and just try to calm everybody down. Go up to the cops and say, "Listen, listen."
Whoa, sir. Whoa. Who are you?
I'm sorry, and he'll present his stuff. Yeah, I'm Ritu Kaniso Wadon Boyardi Nasher Dem Beachbury. Maybe you've heard of me or my family.
It's quite a mouthful, but okay.
Sure. My associate here, Santo, was attempting to effect a field servicing of this machine. It had been tampered with by some kids. They had made it say some disgusting things about the Luna Moth station, and really it really can't be allowed to happen. And I know that you guys are busy. Your techs are busy, and I asked my mechanic, who has some skill in these matters, to attempt to quickly undo the vandalism that had been performed on these robots, and at least make them be quiet for a moment, to stop the slander that had been perpetrated upon your fine station, at which we have spent many hundreds of our credits to outfit our ship, and have enjoyed your fine dining establishments.
Go
so,
am I free to go?
I hope that this, and my pilot here, he has a lot of work to get done. He has some deliveries to pick up. He keeps a very tight schedule, which is why I keep him employed. So I wonder if you could just forgive us the slight transgression and allow us to go on our way with, please, just a minimum of fuss.
Go ahead and make a persuasion roll.
I will.
It's with charisma.
With charisma, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, beautiful. He buys it hook, line, and sinker with that 10 that you just rolled. So he's like, there are some ruffians about. He kind of stares over and like nods at the other cop, the other security agent, who releases his knee from Santo's back, and he cuts the zip tie around your hand, Santo, and helps you up to your feet. He's like,
What kind of an accent does this guy have?
It's in English, just straight English. You can't discern if he has any other accent. It seems like he's been trained to lose his accent.
Sure.
If he ever had one. Because his English is almost too perfect.
Okay. Once again, sirs, I'm sorry for this misunderstanding. And I hope to visit the station more in the future, and perhaps make a positive recommendation to the Nasher family for perhaps some future expansion.
Yes. Well, just the next time you see a robot or any sort of animatron that belongs to anybody of private ownership, you should definitely let a service agent know. They have kiosks at most of the major intersections here in the concourse. They would be the ones that would be in charge of returning said property back to its rightful owner.
I understand. And
I need that compad back. You got it all smudgy.
Yeah, he takes the compad. He knows he does still have it. He hands it back to you from his like tactical gloved hand. He says, "Well, be on your way."
Yes. Have a good day, gentlemen.
Kind of nod at you, like they have helmets on that, like a visor, like comes down over,
Like a full
the,
face mask. Yeah.
like a little visor, like zzz, just like stops, like where you can only see like this much of their face.
Like a Judge Dredd type shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And they go, they walk over, and they call in. They just shut the robot down entirely. Like they just pull like the power supply cord.
And as soon as they're out of earshot, Wadon's like, "Yeah, you're welcome. All right, let's get back to the ship."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you guys make it back, and by the time you're getting back, the majority of the refueling's done. They're probably doing like some detail work, just like cleaning something for you guys, giving that extra effort. And security officer Juan, he's there, and he kind of stares. You guys like, I see you're back, and I see you've bought things. Wonderful. He kind of points on your t-shirt and the little doll you have, and he's like, yes. Well, you were gone. There were some packages that came for you. They're sitting here. We put them in the secure hold, and he goes over and he opens up the locker that he put the vac suits and all the stuff that Shiro had ordered as well, like all the things you got at the last shop you went to.
All right, I'm counting every glow bug.
Yep, they are gonna be there.
As I like get aboard the ship, I'm like, okay, so I've learned a lesson. Don't touch robots out in public.
Don't touch things without their permission.
Also,
Precisely.
It was a really good thing they didn't search me. And as I like pull out my laser pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just for future reference, don't stick your hand in fire.
Or robots.
Yeah.
Or robots. Yeah, don't put your hands into strange orifices or robots.
I thought it was going to be like literally on any product that has like a demo thing, like a try me. It was just going to be like a little switch.
No, they were programmed to, but even with a 5, you would have messed that one up anyway. So yeah, you guys get back in. There's probably like another like 5 minutes worth of the refueling process that needs to get done, but that 5 minutes passes by without any, great anything. It's just mainly Shiro like sitting at the table counting glow bugs. How many did you buy again? You bought 100 or 20?
I bought 20.
You bought 20? Okay, yeah. So we get 19, 20, and you've got like, and they're like 5 stacks and a 4 or however many your OCD-ness would put them in. And security officer Juan comes up and he's like, "All right, well that should do us. We thank you for paying. We appreciate that you were able to do that before we even started the job. That's always a nice change. But if ever you have need of anything else, please come back, visit Lunamoth Station, maybe stay for a while longer, maybe check out one of the tours. I can't stress enough how wonderful those tours are. They're quite fun. Bring the family back with you, if you have family, that is. But anyway, have a wonderful day. Take care. I'll show myself out." And you like hear him walk down the hallway. He walks, and you see him through the monitors of the security camera, the cargo feed of the cargo bay. He walks out through the gate and shuts the door behind him, and you hear the computer's voice like, "Degrappling sequence activated."
I just watched Hitchhiker's Guide a few days.
Yeah.
So we hear, we feel, but we hear inside the ship, the arm of the grappling system let go of the Darksky. Everything reads good. You have enough fuel to get you at least 2 jumps from where you want to go. Before you leave on, you get an email, though. Before you guys jump off into space.
Who's from?
It is from a recipient that is by the name of Batantan. Sorry, I'm going to say this name horribly, even though I wrote it down a while back. Batatna Danner. There's her name.
Wow.
Batatna Danner is her name. This is a low-ranking individual in the syndicate.
Mm-hmm.
There is no subject line to the email. Like, it just pops up like, you've received a message from, Batanyar Danner at the syndicate.
Wow.
Yeah.
They have a company website.
They do.
Oh
yeah. They totally have a company website. They totally do. It's where it's like part of it's like what actually like the deep web is. It's just their website.
Sweet.
That's all that's left of the deep web is one website. But yeah, you go on there, you open it up. Sucks too. Every sector sucks so far. I love it. For its own ways. But yeah, you open up the email and it's from her and it says, "So I guess you don't feel like you need to answer emails or take well-paying jobs anymore."
But I honestly thought I replied emails.
Yeah, I think, well, you have. Like, the only thing you've sent, like, no thank you at this time is what you've sent, I think.
Right.
For the majority, like, all the emails that you've sent off to them, and they're finally getting back to you with like, their one response to the two emails that you've sent to them now. It's like, is there something we did to corrupt the relationship that we had? I understand that you left your previous crew with some disdain. Might have left with other things of theirs as well. But if you don't want to be in the fold anymore, that's not a problem. That's not something we can really help you out with. But I'm certain that somebody will be paying you a visit, hopefully to change your mind, if not to win your heart back to the winning side of this proposition. And then it just ends with her initials, just BD is what it ends with. What are you guys doing? Go
Shit, I'm sorry. I was trying to be funny, but it didn't work.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh.
Go away. Go
Wow,
away.
we already jumped.
Yeah, you already jumped. Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna archive that email.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally. All right, so then, nobody else has really gotten any emails because nobody else has really sent anything out. I believe, let's see, it was Neogen, I believe, that needed the ship salvaged, correct? Go back
Sure.
I did not write it down.
I distinctly remember they were southern.
That was what?
They were like this southern type vibe, cowboy stuff.
Oh, that's right. It was Ultra Fair, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Ultra Fair. Yeah, I think I have that actually in this notebook. Second page. Yeah, it was Ultra Fair. So yeah, Ultra Fair. Yeah, they've sent you guys an email, just like trying to keep up and be like, oh, we saw y'all updated that you all were wanting to do this job for us. Let us know when you get it. We'll be looking forward to hearing back from you. Remember, we're on Banderas, and that's basically what the final their email is from them. It's super super official.
Mm-hmm.
Prefer to tell me.
Yeah. So
the Russian for affirmative.
Yeah. Yeah, as Shiro attempts to learn a new language.
He's got his phrase book out.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, you guys are able to pull away from the system, from the space station. You're ready to make a jump. You get the green light from tower control. that you have cleared the traffic lines. You're not going to hit any of the tour vehicles coming back from the planets. Proceed as you would.
All right.
Let's go to, what was it in?
Hit the big button.
5.07?
Yeah, it's in 0507.
Yeah, 0507. Pull the lever, Crunk.
So that's me, yeah? Navigation roll?
Yep, it'd be a nav roll. With intelligence. 9 will do it. Okay, so it takes 5 days to get there. So, what do you got? Anything exciting happen over this next 5 days? Let me just double check. I think it's 5 days, might be 6. Spaceship travel.
I'm just continuing to read up on spike drives. And did we get like what type of ship this was?
I think we did.
Freighter.
Yeah, it was,
Class 2, I think, right?
No,
Yeah,
it was a battle. It was a battleship.
was
Do
wasn't
we
it?
get a call sign?
Yeah.
Do we get a call sign?
Yeah, we did. What was it?
Lakon, Charlie, Romeo, Oscar. Federal Flight Control welcomes you.
Shiro, in his spare time, he's probably gone through about 6 different configurations on how to like organize his tools to be, to give the most efficient use of space.
He's got his Pelican case with the little dividers, trying to figure it out. Maybe not.
Like, I'm more concerned about marking them at this point.
Okay.
Making sure no one touches my tools.
Santo knows not to touch the tools, but he's not opposed to putting one of his tools inside of Shiro's toolbox, just to like.
No, just no.
Freak him out a little bit.
No.
What was the name of that ship? I don't.
It's like, oh man, there's 2 of these.
Apparently, I didn't write down the name of that ship if I gave it to you.
I'll know yours. It'll be inferior. I'll know which one doesn't belong. Be the greasy one.
Yeah, there's grease stains on it.
What was the name of the ship? I don't remember it. I don't have it written down. I don't know why I don't have it written
We'll find out. when we
down.
pull
How about
up
we hear from
onto
Steve a
the
little bit about
wreckage.
Takage
We'll see
Shiro?
the call sign on it.
Yeah.
If we have a call sign in advance, then perhaps we can do some research on this vessel.
It's a fairly dangerous thing to transport
I'm more interested
because
in
it's it has radioactive material with it. It's just this big it's this big metadimensional.
So on and so forth.
Whole
Like
range.
they
Also,
want
that's
to
another
drive.
thing.
Right?
Yeah, they want the drive.
Dogs of guns. This is
No.
another thing too. In this universe,
So let's see, that was there. So
are
1
spaceships
/
built
9,
around
10,
the
11,
spike
12,
drives,
13, 14, 15,
or are spike drives put into the ships?
200.
Good question.
Okay.
Probably depends on the ship.
Anything
A freighter, I
of
imagine,
value
would be
happen
put
in that
inside.
6 days?
Well, we're gonna keep monitoring that job and make
Like a
sure we
light-
don't
like a
miss
light-
it. Like
a
we're
pick
flying.
ship
So,
and
yeah,
no
once
one-
you jump in,
Oh, yeah,
can't-
we
you
can't- we don't have any
monitor.
comms.
Yeah, you don't have any comms. Like you can't communicate.
Pick a ship or a battleship, not a battleship, but a destroyer might
Yeah.
be built with the engine.
Yeah, it was definitely a battleship. I remember it was a battleship, and they wanted to get to they wanted you to retrieve the core out of it. I'm trying to going back through my other notes here, my recorded notes. And
Yeah.
So if it's a battleship, it's probably pretty up-armored.
Unfortunately.
The
It's just
frame is
me
probably the
scrolling
thing that
through
they designed everything
catalogs
else
of
around.
guns.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So as a core, does that include the spike drive?
Yeah, that is part of the core is part of the spike drive. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah,
All right.
because the core is what powers it. So you can have like the engines, which are its own separate entity, and then there's the core, which is its own separate entity. Combined, the core is what gives the power to the engines to make the jumps. So it's all interconnected. That's what
okay.
it
So
is
it's
there.
one. It's really one unit,
Mm-hmm.
as far as we're concerned.
Yeah, as far as what is concerned,
Gotcha.
it's all one unit. But
Well, battleships have weapons.
These weapons would be like they're going to be considerably larger than what the Dark Sky can muster.
They might be, considerably larger than we can use, but not that we can sell.
I mean, it'll be part of your salvage on there that they'll come and do that stuff. Is what that whole thing is what the whole like contract
the payout
is part of that. Is to go out and try and find the ship, bring back to them directly the more important part of it, and then they'll pay you for the salvage. Is what it is.
Some 16-inch gun turrets.
Yeah, it's guns so big that if you put them on the back of your ship, you could probably jump like an extra X.
I'm just thinking of the most efficient way to piece this thing out.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a 6-day journey is what it is to get from Panope on Lunamoth to where the coordinates of the last known vestige of this ship were that Ultrafair has sent you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me double check that actually, make sure. Yeah, it was Ultrafair. So, so nothing of great significance happens really. I know Santo, you're flipping through, your notebooks of things. Wadon.
I also probably actually do the things that Shiro has been asking me to do this whole time, but I haven't done it because I haven't had the tools.
Yeah, now that you actually have your toolkit. Okay.
Yeah, so there's like a backlog that I'm also working on.
Yeah, that definitely probably keeps you busy. Is there anything that you're up to?
I'm just gonna inform Wadon of this email I got.
Yeah, so let's have that conversation.
Could be a problem.
Okay. About the syndicate?
Yeah.
That,
my old group I run with, they work for the syndicate. And, well, since I'm kind of cutting ties a bit, there might be trouble.
You didn't tell us this sooner?
Okay, well, thank you for warning me, although I didn't need it, seeing that I'm a precog.
Right.
Seeing as I'm a precog.
Sure.
I knew this.
Wait,
I know, of course,
that's not how that works, I don't think.
So, let me get this straight. So, you hired a security officer with a hit on her, and a mechanic with no
I
tools.
wouldn't say a hit.
I hired. Okay, maybe I did hire them, but listen, they were the best people for the job, and they came at a good price. And what's life without a little excitement? So I hardly see how you can blame me for any of this.
There we go. So yeah, I imagine then since Shiro's here, this is a conversation that you like do in like the main mess hall is like like a ship meeting.
Well, that's up to On, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was asking for On.
Yeah, I don't mind
Since
making
Shiro-
everybody
since
know
Shiro was there.
about this.
Okay. Yeah. So now you guys all know that there's quite possibly, you don't know fully what it is, but I'm sure you read out the email, right?
Yeah.
From Batanta.
Yeah. Batapna.
Batapna. Crazy name. I don't know why I chose that one. Maybe because it just
Sounds cool though.
It does sound cool. Sounds like a mean villain. That's probably why I chose it initially. Batapna Danerd. But yeah, so you guys get through space, and there's not much that really happens in drive space as we've now been through. So you come out of drive into just blackness. You see stars around you, but there is no star that's close at hand to provide the light and the warmth that you're used to. You see off to the distance, if you make a scan, like your immediate area, there's a small like asteroid field that's there, but there is no like big signature back that isn't part of the asteroid. Like there's metallic signatures that come from there, like the asteroids are full of iron and tungsten and things like that, but there's no like, oh, here's a spaceship in the immediate area.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find this ship. Should be around here somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Is that just what Don's been listening to the whole time? Just a bunch of Rush?
Well, just since they've kind of exited their jump into this area that's like totally devoid of stars or system or anything, that's kind of what's popped into his head.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So, Wadon will, I guess, try to use his precognitive powers to see if maybe it says within an action to be undertaken within the next hour. Yeah, maybe I'll save it. Never mind.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, do you guys want to do like a more extensive scan of the area to figure out like where the ship might be?
Sistema skanowania.
Just look at Shiro.
Нет.
No. And I defer to Shiro. I'm like, if we do an intensive scan, somebody else might pick it up if they're around here.
But it will
we have salvage rights. We're not here illegally.
That's true.
Like I said, I deferred to you, so you have to hit the button.
No, I mean, let's do a passive scan first. Have we already done that?
Yeah, that's kind of what your close range scanners are picking up. They're picking up more of the asteroid field. That's,
all right. Well, if the passive scan doesn't do it, we've got to ping it. Mm-hmm. So let's do that.
Okay.
I think this ship might be called the Red October.
The Red October. Okay, so go ahead and make a computer's check. You're looking. So yeah, go ahead and make a computer's check to see if you can find this ship.
All right. Perhaps could I be assisted by Wadon's precognitive ability?
That will be up to Q.
How would you be wanting to utilize his precognitive ability?
Well, he might not know where it is, but he does know where it isn't. So that would narrow the field down by at least half.
Wadon might know if performing an in-depth active scan could trigger
like physical or bodily harm.
Yeah, physical or
to Wadon.
Yeah, emotional distress.
Yeah, and emotional distress.
Yeah, I think emotional distress might count like coming under fire from pirates or something like that. So.
Yeah, I don't know. Seems sketchy to me.
Or anyone else who might feel like they have exclusive salvage rights who might be aggressive.
Yeah.
I mean, Wadon's willing to use his abilities to whatever extent that they might be needed, or maybe not even needed. But
yeah, I don't think you can necessarily help with the role though.
There you go.
But Shiro's able to find it. So yeah, you're able to find where the ship's at without a problem.
Nice.
Excuse me. In that one, it's kind of within the region of where you are. It'd be about another 6 hours for you to get there.
6 hours? Can I cut down that time? But somehow?
Yeah, you could make a vehicle space to try and cut it down.
Great, I will do that.
Okay.
Wadon has a vehicle space. Can he assist in the check? He has 0 in it.
For the vehicle space.
Well, what I was going to ask was, Santo, why don't you reroute power to the engines?
Just press a button.
For an assist that way.
Press a button on my data slab.
Okay.
Sure. Why don't you
press that
button?
So go ahead and make a computer's check for me, Santo. to see to
What?
divert the power.
Dun, dun, dun. You're the one that said press a button, you dumbass.
Yep. You did. It would be a computer's text.
Nope.
Would you like to use your reroll?
Nope.
Okay. So yeah, you hit the button. Everything seems like it should be fine. So.
Oh man.
Shiro, go ahead and make your navigation, your vehicle space test here. You're using your intelligence because you're still flying a spaceship. You're gonna take it at a -1 to whatever you roll. Okay, so there's that. So yeah, you feel like you can do it.
Worst mechanic ever.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. That means he'll be able to make a mechanic roll here shortly because of his roll there. Santo, can I get you to roll a D100 for me? And do you want high or low?
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, well, it matters to me.
High. Always high.
High? There we go.
Okay.
I got low.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah. You guys go and, you've diverted power over to, you've diverted power over to the engines. However, in diverting that power, you've lost power to something, which we'll determine right now. Should be 1, 2, 3.
Kuchoe, Makane, Kogahiro.
I feel like this is very, weighted, heavily punishing for something very, very silly.
Pushing a button.
Well,
If it's gonna be like this, we're never gonna get anything done.
The slightly wrong angle.
Flying ships
Yeah.
ain't easy, man.
So, you hit the button, and as soon as the ship goes to cut it down, we'll say it cuts it down to 3 hours flight time, because you did roll pretty damn well. As soon as you hit the button to jump, to do a small half jump, immediately red lights start going off, and the solar panels that would be utilized in the fuel bunker, or not the fuel bunker, but the
scoop.
The scoop, yeah, the scoop immediately start flashing that they have lost, that they've had significant system failure and need repairs.
So is that like a broken box on the fuel scoops?
Yep, that's broken on the fuel scoops. I think we keep clicking it at the same time. There we go. So yeah, the fuel scoops, are scoops. Yeah, scoops. The fuel scoops are inactive right now.
Where did you get that power from that you rerouted to the engines?
I'm just gonna throw it out here.
The fuel scopes.
I'm just gonna throw it out here that I apparently wasted money on this data slab because I have to make a computer's check to do anything. So,
I mean, it's a computer. You have to make a computer check.
You don't have to. I mean, you could have went down to the engine room and turned a wrench, but you decided to press a button instead. That was on you, dude.
I don't understand what the point of having the ship's diagnostics on the. Okay, whatever. I just leave the data slab on the ground, and I go and grab my toolkit. I'm just like, all right, whatever. I'll fix it.
Yeah.
I get to use my brand new tools. Start getting my vac suit on. Do I have to go outside? I'll do that.
You'll have to find once you stop moving, because moving will make it much more difficult. You feel.
And just not a character moment. I mean, you've got a decent roll. We're only first level, man. So there's only so high it's gonna get. I know you've got a +1 in intelligence, right? So, you're doing all right.
Yeah, you're not
you
doing.
Got it. Like that reroll
No,
is strong.
No, what I'm saying is, the computer's check in that sense does not apply to what I did. I'm just saying that.
I mean, it was so. What it was is you put your breaker in there to tell it, like, into actual, like, the physical manifestation of onto the wire board is what you did. So in hitting the button, it was the computer's check to see how it worked. It shorted out the thing, and it shorted out the electronics for the fuel scoops for the thing. That's what
you
it
can
did.
interpret a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like just running a subroutine. Whatever.
Yeah, there was
executing
a There was
It's
a
okay,
one
we're
where
still
there
alive.
should've been-
It's
you're
cool.
not dead, so it's totally fine. You didn't kill everybody.
I'm just sitting down in the cargo bay with my vac suit on by the door, just with my tools in my hand. I'm just like,
Yeah.
not gonna press anything apparently.
It's okay. It's okay, Santo. You're doing fine. So yeah, you guys get up there and you follow the signal from where the ship is. Can't find anything in my notes about if I even gave the ship a name, so I'm just gonna name it right now. I'm actually gonna write that shit down.
Okay.
So let us find a name for the ship.
A distinct lack of gravitas.
Yes.
The attitude adjuster.
The attitude adjuster.
USS, of course I still love you. The HMS. Frank exchange of views.
Let's see here.
In case it's not obvious to anyone, I get all my ship names from a book series that I really like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That one's funny. Okay. Okay, it's called the Titan Uranus.
The Uranus.
Yeah. It's the Titan Uranus.
Santo's head hits the bulkhead.
Is the name of the ship. That's by Ultrafair.
We're going to the butthole well.
Right.
Three sessions in.
Titan butthole.
No, I mean, it's such a good name for like a battleship, because it like the Titan thing, it happens and it's a Titan, and they would be,
I understand. No,
yeah,
I get it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All the layers.
Exactly. There's layers to that joke. I just saw. I was like, that makes total sense why it would be called that too.
Isn't Uranus a Titan? If I remember my mythology correctly.
I believe Uranus was Uranus was a Greek Titan as well, or Roman Titan, part of the Roman pantheon.
Such a
Greek.
redundant
Greek.
name.
Uranus is Greek.
Was Uranus Greek?
The planets are named after
say,
Rome.
Yeah. The Romans took over the planets.
Yeah, Mars, Jupiter, Pluto. Yeah, Saturn. Those are all Roman gods.
Yeah.
Uranus has got to be something else.
Yeah, Uranus is some other thing from the Roman pantheon. Might have been more.
Well, shit, I'm sitting at the internet.
Yeah, I know the internet's at our disposal, but
Don't press any buttons.
I pressed about 2 dozen doing a Google search.
I believe the root is Oranos, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, Uranus. Personifying the sky. His name in Roman mythology is Caelus. Father Sky is the son and husband of Gaia, Mother Earth. So,
Cool.
There you go.
So Uranus and Mother Earth were once together, and now they're separated quite distantly, huh?
yes.
The
I'm
planet
sure
back,
I'm sure
bitch.
Wadon knows all of this,
Yeah.
being classically trained
Yeah,
as he
exactly.
is.
Yeah, Wodan being
Yeah.
as classically
It's just-
trained as he is.
He's just shitting out all this, arcane knowledge.
So yeah, you're going to the battleship, the Titan Uranus, is where you're heading to. And and as you get there, you see it in one of the display screens, Shiodo, as it comes up. I mean, it's this massive ship. It's considerably larger than the Dark Sky is. I mean, the working crew of a battleship. This particular battleship here. Let me find some stuff here. So a standard battleship can have anywhere from 200 to 1,000 people. This is probably one on the smaller side, so it's probably around about 200 people is what this particular battleship could hold.
Battle cruiser, then.
Yeah, it's a small battleship, large cruiser. Is what
Gotcha.
it's kind of
Battle
fits
cruiser.
into.
Yeah. Early, World War II terms.
Exactly.
Battle cruiser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys see it come up onto the view screen here, and as you approach, you notice that there's a small signature that's on the far side that that's in your kind of immediate scan zone, that you feel probably got blocked by the larger signature of the Titan itself. And you see
a smaller ship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see a ship kind of start coming up over the top edge of the ship itself in the distance.
Mm.
It has not hailed you yet.
Is there any kind of...
Shiro, keep it steady. I'm gonna go fix this fuel scoop real quick.
That's not Turbo guy.
Shiro, I'm gonna mess up all of your tools.
So
He's gonna move them all exactly 1 inch to the left.
yeah, exactly.
No, my tools are locked in my room, so that's not going to happen.
So
until I can get them marked.
So Shiro, do you let the other people in the ship know that there's another ship that's out there that has not hailed you yet?
Absolutely, and I'm maybe trying to gain any sort of information I can on this ship without appearing hostile.
Okay, so are you gonna scan them?
Or conversely, if this ship hasn't seen me, I want to hide. But I already pinged everything, so it's probably got my signature at this point, I would assume.
That's probably a pretty good assumption there.
Boy, it's like I said something about this.
I mean, there's stuff's out there. So yeah, you get the physical ping that you've been scanned from the other ship. They still have not hailed you.
Oh well, I'm gonna ping them right back then.
Okay, go ahead and make another computers check to scan them.
I'll take that.
Okay, so 7. So you're able to tell with a 7 a lot of different things about the ship. You can tell that it's another free merchant class ship that's coming at you. You can't tell who all's inside, like how many people are inside of it. You know it can't have more than 6 though because of the way it is. You can see its weapon readout, which the weapons that this ship has. Where'd they go? Where's their stuff? There's their stuff. They have a multifocal laser. They also have a sand thrower as well, and they have a what was the other thing they had here? They just have pretty much the exact same stuff you had. I found their sheet now. Yeah, they don't have anything else fancy. They just have the exact same weapons that you do. Across the side of their ship, you can see written in English. It says "wall bottom" is what it says.
That's a crummy name for a ship. Okay. What's the name of the company that we're working for?
Ultra Fair.
Sorry? Ultra Fair?
Mm-hmm.
I'll say free merchant Dark Sky claiming salvage rights for Ultra Fair. Identify.
They don't respond, but they continue to move towards you.
All right. Can I tell if their weapons are armed?
Their weapons are on and armed. The multifocal laser is armed, yes.
All right. Go time.
Okay. Wadon would like to know, using his precognitive abilities, if these salvagers are hostile to the point of unreasonability, if possible.
Probably not to the point of unreasonability.
I would like to check the registry for the name of the ship.
Okay, you're gonna check the registry on that one. Okay, go ahead and make another computers check as you cycle through that. I imagine this all happens very quickly. Do you want to use your reroll?
I don't think so. I think I might need it for something else soon.
Yeah, so you type in wall bottom, and you get absolutely nothing that comes back. You don't get a serial number back even from your initial scan that you did, but you do finally get hailed. It's like, hello there, Darksky. How are you doing? It's nice that you joined us for our little tea party. And it's a woman's voice that's being spoken over the comm. She has a slight Russian accent.
Get out my dictionary.
Get out my dictionary.
Do we know?
Duh, Svidanya.
Like she's speaking to us as if she knows us. What?
I think it's because Shiro said this is the Darksky, right? You hailed them.
I did.
Yeah, and they've scanned you, so they know who you are.
But I mean, like, okay, whatever.
Actually, let me see how well of a scan
But,
they did against you.
What are you concerned about, something?
We're saying she's the way the conversation is going is like as if she was expecting us.
Against you.
I don't know, or maybe just being saucy.
Darksky, hello, are you there? We want to talk before we play.
Wadon will lean over to Shiro and say, I accidentally said goodbye. Hello is, hang on, let me look it up.
What are you looking?
It's taking too long to speak English.
Privyet.
Privyet.
She just like...
You guys suck at Russian.
Yeah, you're just like exasperation. Like, if you want to insult me, you're going to have to do better than that shitty accent. My name is Catherine. Catherine Zelgus. It's nice to see that Ultrafair keeps sending us things to play with.
All right. Well,
yeah.
I was just gonna say, Wadon is the chatterbox. I'll let him do his job. I'm going to start flipping switches and hitting buttons.
Okay.
She responds back. She's like, "You're the 5th ship they've sent. How much are they offering for their salvage work now?"
Well, this is just a personal favor. Wall bottom.
Who is this that I'm speaking with?
This is Ritu Kanisa Wadan Boyardi Nashardam Beachbury. Can I get your full name?
Yes, it is Catherine Zelguiz.
Oh. I understand. Well, Catherine, you're already salvaging this ship, I understand.
No, salvage, that is small potatoes. We are going to take your ship like we took the last 4, and then we're going to sit here and wait for more. It is up to you to see how difficult you're going to make it.
Oh, I understand. So, that's just your deal? You just kind of sit here? It must get boring.
We find ways to pass the time. This is the first conversation we've had in 2 months without anybody else. But I grow tired of this conversation.
Really?
Yes.
After all this time?
Yes.
You must understand. Also, I mean, it gets so lonely out in space. You know? Mars ain't the kind of place to raise a kid.
She doesn't get the reference.
No, certainly not. Are you sure you wouldn't rather have someone civilized to speak to?
Yeah, so Shiro, what is your vehicle check there?
While he was distracting them, I am trying to make a flanking maneuver, and I will note that I have +2 speed to all vehicles.
Okay, so yeah.
And also, I sense impending betrayal 1 round in advance. I think this might apply.
You don't sense any betrayal so much. You can definitely tell. Like the comm has been open this whole time, as far as I know, right? Like this has been broadcast throughout the ship, right, Wadon?
Maybe not
or
throughout the ship, but through comms, I would imagine. Yeah. I mean, anyone who's got an earpiece could probably hear.
Yeah. So I mean, everybody can hear what's going on. So there's not really like betrayal that's gonna happen. It's definitely like, oh, we're pirates. We're gonna take your ship. Whether or not you cooperate, depends on how alive you're going to be after this. So you're going to try and do a flanking maneuver. So an aggressive stance is what you're effectively taking. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I do something real quick?
Yeah. They're gonna fire at you for doing that though.
Okay.
For taking an aggressive maneuver there. So let me just roll the gunnery skill of their individual to see if he's even able to do it up. He's going to be able to. So
now, does my +2 speed come into account here for that roll?
Your speed, I believe. Let me double check here. So
your speed will be 5.
Automatic targeting. Combat gunnery is the always applicable intelligence, the relevant attribute. Ship's gunnery fires damage. Okay, so there's that. What is the AC of the ship?
6.
6. Okay, so D20 +6 +1, and then +1. Oh, he just barely fucking hit you. Okay. So, you have an extra +2 onto the speed, right? So let me double check here for the speed. I think that has to do with ramming speed, lamprey lock.
I assume it would have an effect on maneuvering, but I am not well versed in ships as I should be as a pilot.
Yeah, and ship combat's a little wonky. Damage, so he's able to do that. Fire to disable. Evade. I think it's part of the evading combat is what it is. Yeah, is what speed's used for. It's combat maneuvers. Is what it's
right
in there with. So it's evading combat. So to evade an engagement. So make your. So we each rolled a 10 there. So I'm gonna say tie goes to the defender on that one, which you would be the defender because they're actively attacking you.
Okay.
So they fire. If you wouldn't have had a better, actually, what's the speed of your ship?
5.
You have a 5, and okay, so so he is not able to hit you, is what that is.
Nope.
Because you have better maneuverability, is what that is. But if you didn't have that, he totally would have hit you.
Nice.
Yeah, is what it is there. So, yeah, so Katsarine comes back, she's like, I don't appreciate it when my prey is as slippery as that. You should stop now. I don't believe this will work out for you in the long run.
No time for love, Dr. Jones.
Yeah.
Well, I would assume you were a little bit bored all by your little lonesome out here.
If you want to cause excitement, we're ready for you.
Oh, we don't want to cause excitement. You're the ones who are causing excitement. There's more than enough for everyone here.
Okay, so, like, again, he continues to talk to this woman.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's a distraction. I wanted to get in some sort of advantageous flanking maneuver. Was I successful in doing that?
Not really.
Because,
I mean, they fired at you.
Look,
they just didn't hit you.
Like, I was born in space.
Yeah.
Like, I was born behind, the comms of a starship.
Yeah.
I know what's going on here.
Yeah.
Like,
So you and a bunch of other people were born in space. Of the 4 people on the ship, all 4 of you were also born in space.
Well, I know exactly what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
I've spent enough time behind the yoke of a starship to know.
I think everyone kind of knows what's going on. It's just
to not wait for the sucker punch.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think it's time to roll that gunnery.
Right, that's what I'm wondering. Can I return fire, or can someone else return fire?
Mm-hmm.
Unless someone has a gunnery +1, I can.
I have gunnery 1.
Ooh, fancy. I think you got it.
I'm very good at what I do. But I don't know if I can do that and pilot the ship at the same time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not getting shaken down by this Russian bitch.
Yeah, so you weren't able to. I mean, it's as advantageous as you had beforehand. I mean, it's space. It's a big area. It's,
right. So 0 sum, no advantage, no disadvantage. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty
no
much.
Problem.
Yeah, It's just you are slightly faster, is what it is.
Okay. All right. Now, explain to me again how the sand thrower works. The sand thrower is defense against lasers, yeah?
It will make it more difficult for them to hit you with the multifocal laser, yes.
All right. They have a multifocal laser and a sand thrower, and what else?
That was it. They have the same sort of weapons you do.
Okay. The sand thrower, will that make it harder for us to hit as well?
Yes. Because you'd have to fire. You'd have to fire through the flak field too.
Okay. Can I how does a turn work? Can I fire more than one?
Yeah. So are we wanting to do? Are you actually wanting to engage in combat then?
I mean, again, I don't speak for the group. Mm-hmm. You know, somebody has a chance to stop me, but I've seen this.
It seems like that's what's happening.
Seen this play out
to be
before.
honest.
Yeah. So just putting it into the perspective, they fired at you. They don't really care.
There's no other choice.
You can tell because they fired their primary weapon at you. They really don't care if you're alive or not. They just need your ship because they can fix it.
Let's say this: like, I am relatively confident I can outmaneuver them if I need. You know, if I need to get away, I'm fairly confident I can.
Okay. So let's go ahead into ship combat here. So this is gonna be found on page 67 is where this is.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So like I said, it's a little wonky. So the first thing that needs to happen is we determine which level of space we are in for the fight. So pilot, so Shiro, you're gonna write down a number that's either 0 or 1. I'm going to also write down a number.
What do these numbers represent?
They represent the phase of space that we're in. So 0 is real space. You can only go up to as high as your spike drive rating. So we can only go up to 1. Or you can. You don't know how high they can go fully.
Okay.
On the count of 3, we're both going to reveal this into chat. So on 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so they're going to power up their spike drive and jump into spike level 1. So then the pilots are going to determine whether or not to attempt a maneuver, such as the maneuver list that's there. So there's evade combat, there's fire to disable, there's a lamprey lock that you can attempt to do, there's the remora lock, and then there's ramming that you can do. Or if they're going to they're going to do the pilot check in that, but they are going to fire their weapons is what they're going to do. They're not going to they're going to determine that. So they're going to be choosing to fire to disable is what they're going to choose. So what are you going to be choosing to do?
Is there any? I don't see any just standard fire weapons type stuff.
It's
that's a different phase.
Yep, it's a
Got
different
it.
phase.
I'm gonna go for a lamprey lock.
You're gonna go for a lamprey lock. Okay. So they're firing to disable. You're gonna do a lamprey lock. So foolhardy pilots, lamprey lock technique. Deal ship. I just want to make sure get it all here. Both pilots make a post-piloting test, adding the respective speeds. If the defender wins, the maneuver fails, and the defender gains +4 on all hit rolls in the encounter for a round. The actor loses, transverse velocity, and reflection to the defender. Okay, so we're going to do that. So we're going to each make an opposed piloting test. So 2d6, their pilot is also an expert. He's not quite as smart as Shiro, but he's still fucking smart. I think that's what he has there. Yep, that's what he has. Okay. Okay, so you got a 9. And did you add your speed into that one for your ship?
No.
Okay,
no, so that'll be +5. 5, so 14.
So you have a 14. So that's what I need to beat. And I got an 11, so I did not beat that. So you are able to perform the lamprey lock. So
and it's a good success too, because he beat it by 3 or more.
Yeah, yep, you did beat it by 3 or more.
Awesome.
Yep. So the lock is attained for that round, and the enacting ship and weapons gain the defending, and the enacting ship and its weapons gain the defending ship's phase. Okay.
So my weapons gain phase 1.
Yep. So, yeah, you being as fast as you are, you're able to kind of swoop in and do the lock. I thought you needed something else special to do that. Maybe not. Probably not. If it doesn't say any either. Yeah, no. That's okay. It doesn't. It would have said it in there. So, but no. The enactor wins by few. Okay, so there's that. So I don't think. So yeah, you are in the same phase as they are for when it comes to firing weapons. So they're gonna fire their weapons. They're still firing to disable. So.
Okay. So now we fire weapons. Who's first?
Yep. So we each fire at the same time, is what it is there.
Because we're in the same phase.
Yeah, we're in the same phase. So, every weapon in the system requires gunner combat. I think it's just you have to have a success on this. So we have to roll higher than 7.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and
applicable.
I'm gonna take this first round of shots, but I'm also going to go on to man the cannons.
Yep. So their pilot, he has control of their weapon system, so he is going to fire. He has a fucking 12.
Oof.
So he is very good at his job, so he's going to be able to make... Yeah, so he's got a lock on you guys, so he's able to make the attack like I did beforehand. So it's the d20 plus 6 plus 1 plus 1. So he misses, though. Miraculously, he misses. So go ahead and make your gunnery skill using intelligence as your base.
Oh, good. Intelligence.
Yep, and you're looking for a 7 or higher is what you're looking for here to see if you can make an attack roll.
Okay. 8.
Okay, so you can make an attack roll. Go ahead and attack them.
How is it calculated?
So it's a d20 plus.
On what's your special ability for a warrior? Just so we have that.
It doesn't apply to ships.
Nope. Yeah, she can. It's for her character individually.
Yeah.
So go ahead and it's a d20 plus their AC, which is 6.
Mm-hmm.
Plus your applicable gunnery skill and your intelligence.
Oh, so 2 fat zeros.
Yep.
Do I get +1 by being a warrior?
Yeah, you'll still get your +1.
Right. So 1 + 1.
Yep. So yeah.
6.
Okay, so yeah, you miss as well. So it's just like the lasers just like cross, and we just see like laser beams go off into the black of space is what we see. Okay, and then we repeat. So
there's only like the 5 maneuvers, right?
There's only 5 maneuvers. So we're gonna go ahead. It doesn't matter what phase of space they write down because you're attached to their ship. They're attached to you. So whatever phase you choose is the phase they're going to be in.
I don't have to do that every turn?
Yeah, you have to choose which phase you're in every turn.
Right. I mean, what is the advantage of being...
It makes it harder for you to be hit by weapons. Because then you have to roll a d6, okay. And if you roll... if the difference between the two d6s is greater... Then the difference in phases, the attacker can roll to hit normally. Otherwise, the shot automatically misses.
And what's the advantage of being in a lower phase?
It makes it easier to be hit.
Well, that's not an advantage. That sounds like a disadvantage.
Yeah, it'd be a disadvantage for it. So, do you want to stay at 1?
So there is no advantage to being in a lower phase?
I mean, technically, it's if you are. It's when you're fighting people. If they're at a higher phase, it's still harder to hit you. So so let's see here. So if I roll a d6, I'll roll 2 of them actually. So let's say it was how it was before, and we were at 0 and 1. So it's a difference of 1, is what it is. So that actually, I think that would have hit because it's. So if the result is greater than the difference. So that one, you guys could have had combat as normal since it was only a 1-point difference. But if you guys would have been, 5 points away from each other, the shots just would have missed automatically if somebody chose the fire.
All right. Well, I'm getting a little lost here. So
we're in an advantageous position because we're lamprey locked to them, but they're on a different phase, which means that we don't have disadvantage shooting to them, but they have disadvantage shooting towards us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Super.
Kind of,
and we'll keep it that way.
That's not how I read it.
Yeah.
I read the lamprey lock was just so we are now on the same phase that they are.
Yeah.
Basically.
So wait, no, it automatically makes us on the same phase?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of in their jump bubble thing.
The enactor lock is gain the enacting ship and its weapons gain the defender's ship base.
Yep. So you don't have to roll the d6. It makes it easier for you to hit them.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Is what it would do.
I got you. So it just puts us on the same phase.
Mm-hmm.
Effectively, yeah.
Okay. So what do we do? The 0 and 1 thing again?
Yep, 0 and 1 again. So they're still attached to you, though. So whatever you pick is what they're on.
Well, I guess it's moot then. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can say you're on 1, you can say you're on 0, but it's the same. They're going to be trying to do the remove. Yeah, they're on 1 with you. They're going to try to remove the remora lock is what they're going to be doing.
Okay.
So, friendly version of this maneuver involves taking close order with friendly ship, riding.
That's a friendly thing.
Yeah.
We'll remove the lamprey lock. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, they're trying to remove it. So we need to roll pilot skill again. which theirs is just there, 2d6 plus 1, because he has a 0 in the piloting. All right, so I also need to put the, hold up, I need to put the plus 3 in there, don't I? There we go. So I got a 15 that time.
So my assisted score will be the speed of my vessel?
Yep. So you need to be at a 15.
Gesundheit.
So, yep, they're still attached to you, so now we basically go through, you know, they're going to...
Wait a minute, can I choose my action now? Do I get to choose my maneuver now? I was going to choose fire to disable.
Yeah, you can do that.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so then anything that you shoot at them, if you're able to hit them this time, it does half the damage is what it does, so... That's what firing to disable does. It weakens them, but doesn't make them explode.
Oh, screw that. Blow them up.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just blow them up.
Okay. So, they're going to fire at you guys. They're not firing to disable this time. They're firing to try and damage the shit out of your ship. So, the gunner for their ship is going to roll. He's definitely going to be able to get a shot off on you. And he's going to roll a 26 that time.
I'll do it.
Yep. You can go ahead and roll your opposed to hit as well.
All right.
And see if your gunnery skill is going to do the job.
6.
So 6, you are unable to make the attack for whatever reason. So then they're going to attack at you, so it's a D4 is what they're going to have. So you guys, the ship itself takes 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. And then we go back to the front because they're still attached to you. So whatever phase of space you're in, they're in the same.
Right.
Can Wadon use his psychic ability to try and see like if they're going to juke left or juke right? Like if we fire into this direction, is it going to cause mental or physical distress to Wadon? You know, like is there some kind of way that he can use it to influence the outcome of the ship combat at all?
You can. I say what you can do. You can take the assisting. You can assist and give a +1 to somebody per thing per round of combat. Santo, you're able to do things too. I forgot. Yeah, we can say that you guys are able to help out in some way or another. So you guys each have a +1 that you can give. Only one of you can give it to one person though. Is what we can say can happen here.
Okay. I think Wadon is up on the bridge, so he will help out Shiro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll help out on.
Okay, and the +1s can help with skill rolls. So again, they're gonna try and get the hell away from you because that's been something that's worked so well for them as it goes. So they're gonna try and rabbit away and get away from you to remove this lamprey lock. So they got a 12 that time. Okay, so you each got a 12. I mean, they're technically to the defender on this one. So the tie does go to the defender. We're going to keep that. And they're able to escape this time. But you guys are still... so which level of space are you in? Are you in 1 still, Shido?
Yeah.
You're still in 1? Okay, so they're still in 1, so there's no... so then there's that. What maneuver are you wanting to do this time?
I can still fight while I evade, right?
I
can still fight while I evade.
I still didn't hear what you said. What?
I said I can still fight while I evade.
Yeah. Fighting can still happen while evasion goes on.
All right, evasion sounds like a good thing to do.
Okay, so you're gonna evade. Just a piloting test. So go ahead and make your piloting test. 1 roll can be made each round. The ship can fight normally. Once the fleeing pilot accumulates a number of successful tests equal to twice the other pilot's skill, so you've successfully evaded. So he has a +1, so you need 2 successes is what you need.
Okay. And you get a +1 due to me helping you out.
Drive faster!
Exactly. Increase your rate of climb.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
So you need 2 rolls that are over 7. So it shouldn't be very difficult for you. Good God. Good God, man.
Ooh.
Why do you have a +6 now? Oh, because you have the extra +1 there. Yeah. I was like, what? It's +6. So yeah, beautiful. Okay, so then they're gonna fire again. Stu, you're still able to fire.
Sweet.
So he got a 7, so he is still
got a
able to fire
+1.
at you. Yeah, say Shiro, how are not Shiro, Santo, are you wanting to give your +1 to give a +1 to On?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, how is it that you're able? How do you help her with that? How do you?
I'm
assist her?
like their ship is basically the same as our ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a similar class, so I'm pulling up the schematics of our ship, and I'm explaining to her, how far she needs to lead the shot, that kind of stuff.
Okay, yeah, definitely do
Sweet.
it up. So On, you get a +1.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's
yeah.
still.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's
All right.
still. Yeah, so they're gonna take another shot.
Don't take this the wrong way, On, but I'm cutting you off.
I know that feel. I don't blame you.
So the laser beam it misses wide is what it does on this one. Okay, so we jump back to the beginning here. So now we can determine phases of space again. So Shiro on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We're both in phase 1. You're gonna continue to try to evade, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a second. If I get one more, then we're gone, right?
Yeah, if you get one more, you're gone.
I don't want to be gone. I want to teach these people a lesson.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
Well, first off, I've locked out On's console. I'm like, let me recalibrate these guns.
let me fix this really fast. I know you're doing your best. Let me just fix it. Let me fix it, please.
I'll go ahead for another lamprey lock. Why not?
Okay, you're gonna go in for a lamprey because they're gonna go in for ramming speed this time.
Oh no!
Out of character, honestly, lamprey lock is only good if your ship does not have a spike drive that's the same level or more as the enemy ship.
Mm-hmm.
You have to win by 3 or more, or else you get fucked over, basically.
Yeah, so if you're going up against
out of character, it's a bad.
So yeah, if you're going up against a spike drive that's like a spike level 5, and you try and lamprey lock, you just get bad things.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter.
It's not a great idea.
Yeah, it's not a deal here. Okay.
Well, no. If you lose, they get +4 to their attack rolls for the rest of the round.
Yeah. Well, we'll just do a reggie maneuver then, I guess. I don't need to do any of these.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing. I'm not doing any maneuvers.
You're not gonna do any maneuver. Okay, so they're gonna come in. So, okay, they're not really desperate. They just want to fucking ram you. That's what it is. You pissed her off.
They're just dicks.
Yeah, they're dicks. It's really all there is to it. So, all attacks gain +4 to hit a ship at ramming. Ramming ship must win the opposed roll. So there's still an opposed roll that needs to be done. It's on the pilot's skill. Doesn't have anything to do with... So there's that. So we each need to make an opposed roll. So he is going to roll a 7. So basically, you have to fail your roll.
Okay. All right. So I do not add speed to this?
You have to roll an 11 or more, including my bonus.
I do or don't?
No, you don't get your speed. You don't get your speed in this. It's just an opposed piloting skill. And he's just smart is his thing, so. Yeah, so they don't hit you. Like you see it coming and you pull up super hard. We see the exterior shot of you like banking up and their ship like passing right below, like trugging along. Then we can do the attempt to fire. So Steve, are you taking control of the firing controls this time?
Yes. However, my name is Shiro.
Oh, sorry. Yes, Shiro. So Shiro, you're gonna take control of the attack. So they're gonna make their gunnery skill roll here to see if they can still shoot at you. They cannot this time.
Okay, quick question.
Yes.
The damage on the Santhor is more than the multifocal laser? How does that work exactly?
It actually won't do anything to their ship.
Oh,
their
okay.
ship is bigger than the size it needs
It will
to.
do a shit ton of damage to a person.
Yeah, if it was a person or a fighter ship, yeah, you could totally just wreck them right now.
Okay, that seems weird, but all right, whatever.
You use it as like a thing to make it so that nobody can hit as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's a defensive thing.
Yeah.
The special effects I have here, AP 20. That means armor piercing 20, I assume.
Yep. It passes through 20 points worth of armor.
All right. How do I attack with this thing?
So what you'll do,
I gotta make a gunnery roll.
Yep. You'll make your gunnery skill roll.
All right.
And then you are going to add your intelligence into that. If you get a 7 or higher, you can make...
No assists on this, right?
That's up to anybody else.
I'm afraid to
somebody try to help?
assist.
I mean, Wadon already assisted him with piloting, so if he can do both.
Did you do that this round already?
Yeah.
Looks like you did. Yeah. So
yeah.
I say Shiro, Santo could help you out. Santo has a +1 still.
Yeah, I'm still just like,
and
listing
what
off
do
stuff.
what do I have to hit?
I mean, so yeah, you're able to make the shot. So now you roll a d20 plus their AC, which is the same as yours, which is 6.
Okay. There's no roll on the character sheet for this, is there?
No, not really. Yeah, so it's a d20 plus 6 plus your gunnery skill plus your intelligence. And you miss them as well.
Well, reroll.
You can't re-roll it. That's not a skill roll. It's an attack roll.
Killing me, dog. All right, carry on.
Damn you, game, and your mechanics. Okay. So I think at this time Catherine probably comes back over the comms like, so you do have some skill to you.
Did you doubt it for a moment?
We had our questions.
What were those questions?
Whether or not you were going to put up a fight, but I guess you are.
We have more backbone than maybe your other quarry.
They fought too, but...
Oh? Not so well, I imagine.
No, not quite so well. This has been
so
a
what do you
fun
have
game.
for me now?
I think I have another round of... Well, it depends. What do you want to do? Do you want to try and talk this out like civilized people, like I intended initially, before your flyboy pilot flew off and tried to attack us? Because she's gonna make it sound like it's it's all her. It's you guys.
Absolutely.
You guys are the aggressors, obviously. Or do we want to continue this frivolous cat and mouse game?
I cut them off and I just go over the comms and I say, "Are you the only ones out here?"
Listen.
No. Are you the only ones out here?
No, of course she's not. We're out here too.
Is she lying?
Santo,
she's
get
not
off.
lying. She's not.
She's not lying.
No, you can.
So
tell,
there's other people around.
We would know.
Listen,
Santo, we would know. We did an active scan. That's like a submarine ping. Spaceship combat is like submarine warfare.
Yeah.
I understand that, but I'm trying to use my ability to tell if people are lying in this situation in order to easily determine whether or not there is more people and that we need to leave this situation.
Okay,
well, then.
Continue, please.
Right.
Got you there.
He has got me there.
He does have
Continue,
you there.
please.
So she's not alone, is what you're saying.
No. She would probably say something like, "There are others that are around." Yes.
And then if she's lying, is she lying?
She is not lying.
She is not lying. There are other people around.
There
so
are
then
others.
I turn to Shiro and I'm like, we need to get out of here.
Are there others for you? You can hear the cynicism in her voice.
Someone will miss us. You can be sure of that.
Must not be ultra fair. They haven't sent any other major ships out. Why did you take this job anyway? But
I'm not willing to run. This is our payday.
Yeah. Well, you know the costs of running a ship. You know how expensive fuel is these days. You know how expensive power cells are. You know how
yes, we take them from other ships. Of course, we know
stands
how much
up
they
for
are.
Better offer up another 1,000, right?
That's a lot of talk. I think I would have had at least time to have one more shot at this thing.
Yeah, you can go ahead and see if you can make another shot at it, and if you're going to shoot at them, they're going to shoot back at you. So.
All right, I've outlived my usefulness, it seems.
So yeah, just go.
No, by all means keep talking, but I'm not gonna stop fighting because you're talking.
Yeah, she's not gonna stop fighting either because you're still talking. I mean, if you take another shot at her, it's like okay, this has been a fun parlay, but if you shoot at her, they'll shoot back.
It's all on me now.
Listen,
all on me now.
No,
chill out. Stop for a second. Let's see if we can, get them to stop shooting at us, and I can maybe talk to her for a second. Yeah.
I've seen this. I
Yeah.
know how this works.
Yeah. Listen, this is an enormous, Iowa class battle cruiser. There's more than you could take away here in your holds. We're a similar size ship, and even if you have more ships of your class and size, or even larger, which I assume you probably do. There's more here, as I said, than you could possibly take away in a reasonable amount of time before it was no longer worth your while. We're not going to bug you anymore. We're just bored. You're just bored.
Are you talking about us salvaging the ship? Is that
not what they do?
Salvaging.
Not what they do.
We're not here to salvage. We're here to just take. That's what we've done for the last 4 ships. We're going to take yours as well. We might not, depending on how reasonable you can be, but we'll take something from you, I'm certain.
How reasonable is that?
How much do you currently possess outside of your ship?
Oh, we just spent all of our money on fuel.
Where is this going?
Our traders never have enough. So now you're leaving me with the option of letting you go to tell everybody, oh, watch out for Catherine Zelguis. She is out there. She's out warding against the ships that come in. Or I kill you and take your ship. It is losing proposition for both parties.
Okay, Shiro. Let's succeed in one more check and get the fuck out of here. All right?
Wait, this is our payday. We're just gonna run away. We're gonna run away every time we deal with this.
Listen, this is less than even odds for us. We're gonna get wrecked. REAK.
I can take that shit.
T. No, listen to me. You don't understand. This is less than even odds for us. I've ran the numbers. If there's anything Nashers are good at, it's running the numbers. This is not a good deal for. Since when, motherfucker? I help you negotiate for the ship. You trust me, right?
Negotiation is not numbers. I'm plenty good with numbers.
All right. Ordinarily, I'd indulge you, but this is my own hide we're talking about. And your hide, I wouldn't hesitate to point out.
We run away, we're just gonna keep running.
If we run away, we find a better job that doesn't end with us freezing to death and boiling our liquids out.
Oh, that is, and if we can, find fuel in the next stop, since our fuel.
towards your assailant. She responds back, "You are very rude individuals. Apparently you want to talk, but only in vile ways."
Say we just bounce.
I mean, yeah, you...
I have plenty of fight. They have damaged the ship. Are they going to pay for the damage to the ship? Or are we going to have to pay for the damage that they did to the ship?
They're pirates.
Where does this end?
I think you know
Where
the
does
answer
it
to that
end?
rhetorical question. So she comes back over the intercom. Is like, "Are you done insulting me? Are we going to keep dancing this very childish dance, or are we going to talk?" We have scored the first hit against you. We can see it.
Yes.
We can see
I
that little
understand.
smoldering bit on your ship.
I've already told you we don't have any credits. What can I do for you?
Far traders, scum. I think we need to take a.
I know.
Yeah, I think I owe you guys a break, so I think we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna come back with the conclusion of the episode, because I think we went for about 2 hours that time with everything that went down there.
Well, space combat. It's our first.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I'll
you
offer
to
to play her a serenade.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back to finish up here. So, all right.
Right on.